everybody. Welcome to Near Mid Condition Live Chat. I'm your hostess, Astonishing Melanie, with the lowercase h, because I'm the hype woman for the star of the show, Uncanny Omar. Yay!
You're
like
the
those
hype
talk
woman.
shows where people like introduce the
Vanna White.
the host.
They're not Vanna White.
How's
How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
What's
up? That's Ben Uncles.
I know.
He changed his name.
Is watching Paw Patrol and eating eggs kind of the shape of gingerbread man. That is so sweet.
There's a joke around here in the family about Paw Patrol getting canceled, and my kids think it's the most hilarious thing because they think I'm funny. Good morning, Omar and Melanie. How is it we not have the Messiah trilogy in omnibus format? It's sacrilege.
And also, Maximus, everybody's good, so thank you for asking.
Yeah, my dad's feeling a little under the weather, but we are back to being good.
Yeah, we were sick last week doing this.
Yeah, last live stream we it was rough. But y'all made it better, seriously.
Yeah. I'm wearing my tiara. Hi Hannah today, and because I'm wearing my Coronation Starscream shirt, Bad Comedy Night with Cyclonus and Galvatron booing him. And so I'm Coronation Melanie. Logic tested negative. Good job.
Good, man. We did too. Chicharron.
Yeah, what's chicharron? That sounds
like
familiar.
Pork rinds.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But
yeah,
Latino version.
Oh, and I'm glad you're feeling better, Landon.
Good, man. I'm glad. We both tested negative. It was just that it was a bad flu. Omar, the less beard you have, the better you look. I don't know. I kind of like my beard. I trimmed it down a little too much.
I like both. I think you look good. No
Amazing Asian. Glad y'all are feeling better. Thank you.
Hey there, paisanos. It's the Super Mario Super Show.
So we're feeling a lot better. Thank you all so much.
Oh, there's a blizzard.
Yeah, we got a lot of snow last night, a lot of ice. So yeah. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing, buddy?
Oh yeah, we'll show your wood carvings later. Or wood burnings, not carvings.
He does wood burnings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Afternoon from Sweden. Oh, Samuel.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess. Samuel got COVID. I'm sorry, buddy. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
What's up, Roy?
Hi, Martin.
Martin, how you doing, buddy?
Okay, Ashley's saying, since the Punisher logo has changed, I wonder if we will get reprints of the Punisher Garth Ennis omnibus stuff.
Yeah, one day. Mm-hmm. I think it's changed because of the story they're telling, right? Go up here. This is a funny. I was able to order Demon Slayer box. Awesome. Happy Saturday, Omar. And I see you guys, Omar and Melanie. Sorry to hear about your father. Hope he gets better soon. I did say you wasn't that well last week to my ex-partner. No, I was not. We were both not. Actually, I was worse off than you were. You were a little bit better than I was. And then
you got sick Friday. I got sick Saturday. And then went back to work Wednesday after testing negative. And actually, yesterday was a snow day, and I filmed a review of Moon Knight, the trade coming out on February 15th.
The Jen
and then
McKay
as
trade. I'm
watching through it, I'm like, oh, you could tell, like, I'm getting over being sick. Like, I don't have my voice fully back. And I'm kind of started just going, da, 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 da.
Hey, Omar, be honest. You feel better because Peru just beat Colombia yesterday, and we are in for the World Cup. Arriba, Peru. How do you say it, Melanie? What do you say? Viva Peru, ¿qué?
Carajo.
Well, that's cute. That's so cute.
What? That's how you say it.
Saludos desde México. ¿Cómo estás, Andrés?
Yeah, I didn't catch the man flu.
Hey.
I went back to
That's work. A real scientific thing. Okay? Don't give me that. It's a real thing. Scientists have done study over time. The scientists at Princeton University have studied men for a long time.
Can we talk about how big the Conan announcements were?
Huge.
3 question marks and 3 exclamation marks. Big news, so excited. 2 exclamation marks.
Like, even like for people that don't collect Conan, I think it's so cool because, you know, it gives hope for future releases of things. We're going to look at volume 10 of something is insane. I remember announcing volumes 5 and 6, and I thought that was the craziest thing ever because I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to open up the door for future things. And it did, because if y'all remember, Conan 5 came out, and I mentioned it. That means we can get Amazing Spider-Man Volume 5. And then we got Amazing Spider-Man Volume 5 a few months later. That was really cool. New Finland.
You think you all got snow? No,
we don't.
But we're not in the blizzard either.
And we're also not prepared for snow in this place.
Yeah, it wasn't that much at all. I was surprised that it was a snow day. I wasn't expecting.
Argentina le ganó a Chile? Well, Argentina siempre gana.
James is asking, seeing as we're getting several Star Wars reprints, do you think we'll get a reprint of the Dr. Aphra Omnibus?
I think people still have it in stock. From somebody last week said that it was still stock at In-Stock Trades, and I think Dime Breed Collectors had it, and Cheap Graphic Novels had it.
I'm sorry, Adam.
Oh, buddy, I hope you feel better.
Very stoked about the Triple Conan announcements.
Thank you, man. I got another announcement coming out on Tuesday. It's the Star Wars related announcement. And then we'll be looking at the solicitations for Marvel Comics for May on Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Tapsy Logic,
yeah,
always with the quips. Awesome. Just ask York Brown. Man Flu ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke, man. He ain't lying.
Hey, did the animated movies change your mind on Etrigan, the demon's arms?
No. I'm not a fan of the Etrigan when the demon, like when he talks and run. Not really. Speaking of Conan announcements, there's been a lot of speculation in the Epic group about the licensing rights going away. I hope that's not the case. I honestly don't know. I think that's just something they work through. Like, how do I put this? They're just putting these things out. Maybe they have a timeline that they need to meet. I don't know. All I know is what I'm given. I don't know how long the license is going to be with them. It could be the next 10 years, and they want to make sure they get all the Omnis out and then focus on the Epic collections. Maybe they do have a timeline. Maybe they don't want to, do something like they did with Master Kung Fu, with release all 6 Omnis and then, kind of give up on the Epic line. I don't know. Hopefully everybody will get their share of Conan. That wants Conan, right?
Great Garlic just saw Studio 86 Coronation Starscream at Target last night.
Yep, I got mine pre-ordered. His cape
transforms. I love him so much.
His cape transforms into his throne. A throne.
Oh, that!
Look,
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's really cool. They really did something.
How much is it? I guess not
40.
That expensive.
I think it's 40.
Target.
Well, it's a Hasbro thing, so it's 40, 50. I think 40 or 50. I'm not sure.
That was just one eye booger, and the other was a bump on your face. No, I got it. Never mind.
Why would you feel the need to mention that?
Because he's so just what's the word? Not mousy. I can't think of the word. Anyway, yeah, that's why I like Starscream. How long? Look at that picture. How long have you been collecting comics?
Oh man, long time. Started reading comics at a young age, but over 3 decades, really. Well over 3 decades. Seriously collecting.
Oh yeah, Just Demands Gwenpool Omni. Just a reminder. Just a reminder.
Thank you. Thank you.
What about the last 2 Spidey announcements?
I just got news that they picked the cover, so I should be getting that sometime this week. I think, I talked to David a little bit on Friday, so it's supposed to be coming my way sometime this week.
Oh, the cape doesn't transform. It sits on the back of the throne.
Gosh dang it, Rock Mills.
That was really cool.
Oh.
What did Fiona Staples send you?
No.
Who are you talking to?
Who's announcing news?
Oh, okay. Did Fiona Staples send you copies of Saga 55 last week? It was so good.
No.
We're waiting for the collection to read it.
What's up, Hayden? How have you been?
Oh, yeah. You got a booger and a bump.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Hey, Hayden. You're a beautiful person. Let's see. We just received my She oversized hardcover. It's beautiful. Thanks to you, Omar, suggesting going oversized.
Yeah. I was trying to do that with Mike Silvestri, but that interview never worked out. So maybe one day. Because I wanted Cyberforce to be oversized.
Hey, Glenn, 2K12.
Doing all right, buddy. How are you?
We talked about this last week. Where do you think the Transformers IP will be now that the IDW license is over? Who's your dream team?
To work on the series, like as far as art, I'd like to have Nick Roche back. I think he draws my favorite Transformers. He's amazing. Honestly, I like to get James Roberts back. Like both of them on the Lost Light adventures were some of the best comics, not Transformer comics, the best comics I've read. I will say that I don't know where it's going to land yet. It's out in the open. Speculate. It's going to be speculated by people. Um, Somebody asked me something the other day, or maybe I saw it in a Transformers group. So just really disappointed about like all the well, there is no other word to describe this that's out there. All the negative crap that people take advantage of when somebody loses a license like this. Oh, it's because these characters were written this specific way, and what? No, that's not the reason that happened. Like, oh man, there was somebody shared a video on on a Transformers group I'm in, and it really made me mad because I don't mind a difference of opinion as long as you can back it up, right? Like, yeah, if you have a debate about these things, if you have your own thoughts, that's awesome. But don't regurgitate crap that you hear online. Like this is the worst selling Transformer comics ever. No, what are you talking about? These were some of the best selling Transformer comics, despite of what you hear online. Oh man, I was mad when I saw some of those things because if you don't like a book, that's fine. That's if you try to read it, whatever. But don't judge it based on what others have said.
Yeah, and this makes me mad. Does anyone know what's up with some of the pages being cut off in Hellfire Gala Ray Carpet? I know St. Helens number 12, some speech bubbles and characters' heads are clipped off. I hate that.
No, I didn't notice
it though while reading.
I didn't either.
So how does that happen in just like one volume and not another?
Well, that could be a printer error though.
Like it just gets messed up in the middle.
And that's in the Versailles printer. It could be the file that they got. I mean,
I'm gonna go down the road and talk to them.
I've seen people share, like people have emailed me about what was it, the prelude to Inferno, and like there's a missing issue that they had in there, and they're like, "Can you double check your copy?" And I was like, "Dude, I guarantee I don't have to double check it. I know that story, front to back." And I look, and I open up the omnibus to check every page. I'm the one that pointed out the fact that it's got some bad scans in there. My copy did, and not every copy has a bad scan. So.
What's the box set in the thumbnail? A couple people are asking.
That's the what is it? The Channel 6 NECA toys. It's the only way to get the boss and what's her name, Burma from Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's stupid.
Any news on Amazing Spider-Man Omni Volume 4 reprint?
No, sir.
Hey Ben, we read your comment earlier. Maybe you were making more gingerbread
and watching. Maybe he was focused on watching Paw Patrol.
What happened? Tell us what happened in Paw Patrol today. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Body Massage. Hey, where's the badass beard?
I shaved it. I felt better, so I wanted to shave it a little bit. Look at Blow 83. I got your Spidey 29. How do you know Spidey 29 is going to be one of those? You're going to be disappointed when it's not. Don't be spreading lies. 1, 10, 29, or 34. I do like those covers, though. One's so iconic.
Nope, didn't miss any Marvel announcements. On Tuesday, there will be one.
Yeah, and I think I'll put it on Patreon Monday, probably, or Sunday night.
Let's see. D. Adams saying, one reason why I like CGM better than Amazon at this point is that it actually clarifies if a book is a second printing.
Oh, new printing, yeah.
Hey, what's your most wanted DC Omni reprint?
Mine? Justice League Bronze Age, probably. One of the Bronze Age books, 1 or 2. I know a lot of people have been wanting those, and I may buy them again.
I think Pat Lee has the best.
I was about to say,
when you don't pay your creators.
I was going to say, I read the first part, and I was like, I know you better be joking, because that dude, he's still... It's hard to stay positive sometimes. I was going to say, that dude is still making things. That dude is still out there, like, doing things in entertainment. It's messed up.
Irma,
that was her name.
Hey, Vern, it's Ernest.
Vern is the guy that turned into a wolf. Loosely relating to Transformers and Frank Welker's in both franchises. Any chance of a Scooby-Doo Apocalypse Omni? Maybe with the sales of that Flintstones Deluxe hardcover. We'll see. That would be cool. I haven't read any of that stuff, man. So I'm curious. What's up, buddy? How have you been?
Oh, okay. Here's an update. It was a good episode of Paw Patrol. Rocky was tapping a tree for maple sap to make syrup, but he got stuck, and he had to have Marshall spray him with water to get him unstuck. Lots of emotions.
Who is Rocky and Marshall? I said Marshall's Marshall's the cop.
The puppies?
Yes.
Oh, you mean specific roles.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. Josh, Omar, I like your pick for the Wolverine Volume 3 Dust Jacket better than the ones available. I think I'm going to get the Omega Red DM cover, though.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's an X-Men cover, right? Yeah, I did too. I was trying, but, you know, you win some, you lose some.
JT's back.
What's up, JT? So I've been busy and not joining Saturday chats. Chinese New Year's coming up. I just got back to my hometown. Congratulations, buddy.
Cool.
Pat Lee, yes. He used to draw this. Pat Lee was... The first time I saw him was the series called Blood Pool. It was a Extreme Studios comic, and then he did his own series called Warlands. You know, he had a very he definitely had the colors down for anime influenced artist. And then he started his own company with Dreamwave Studios, and they got the Transformers license, and now he did a lot of things right, like bring Simon Furman back into writing Transformers, bring in a lot of a lot of Italian artists into the spotlight. However, towards the last 2 years of his run, he didn't credit the artists, as he just said they were background artists, but they were literally doing the breakdowns and everything. And on top of that, he didn't pay them for the last 2 years. Filed bankruptcy and doesn't have to pay anybody.
Somebody earlier was asking about the quintessential quintuplets part 1, probably. That
box at the Manga. Yes, I just picked it up. They had an Amazon. It was an Amazon drop last year. I don't know anything about it.
JT, we have not. We're watching Seinfeld, Queer Eye, and what else do we switch to? Arrested Development, and
Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, we started that yesterday, but yes, we do want to. And I have not read Snot Girl. I don't think you have.
That's about Brian Lee O'Malley's.
I like the cover, and it made me want to read it.
It's the guy that did what's it called? Scott Pilgrim. Mm-hmm.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Jeff, thank you for the super chat. And
yes,
sad news about Charlie Brown, voice actor, died. You told me yesterday, right?
Yeah, it's really sad. He committed suicide. So, anybody that's hurting out there, there's always people willing to talk to you and, willing to listen because you are loved. So that really sucks. I hated hearing that because he was such an iconic voice. I don't know how often we quote here, "I got a rock," when
that's
somebody has a bad day. Yeah.
No, that's for Lydia. Whenever she walks around, you say, "I got a rock," just the way she's walking. Yeah, where's your crown? So you can be Coronation Omar.
I don't have a crown.
So, yeah, once again, I'm wearing my Coronation Starscream, that comedy night t-shirt. So I was like, I'll be Coronation Melanie. I need a cape. Oh, cape would be fun. New Queer Eye with or OG? New. Yeah, oh my goodness, and we cry. Oh.
Okay, wait. Don't be losing my street cred like that.
It's so
I don't know what she's talking about. I don't visit
me and help me. Hi, Ace. Hi.
What's up, Ace? How you doing? Ratting me out. What the heck's wrong with you?
I thought Fantastic Four Omnibus by Hickman was coming out this month.
It's been delayed until March. March is coming out.
With next
year. That's a good goal. Can you please read that?
Oh, okay. My goal every day is to smile and pass it on.
Yes, that is a wonderful way of thinking and getting through life. Good job, Hannah. I'm really proud of you.
You get a thumbs up. It's way more important than that. I wasn't belittling it. With next year being the 60th anniversary for X-Men, what do you want to see them do for new Omnis?
New, not Uncanny 5 or Uncanny 5. Continuation, of course, Uncanny 5 or Prelude to the Massacre. I want an actual X Factor Omnibus, Volume 1, a classic. I know it's a big double dip, but I think by now they know a lot of us are double dippers. So yes, I want there's series that I definitely want. But like I'm trying to think of obscure series that I want every year. Like I want an X-23 Omnibus. I want a Gambit Omnibus. I think that would be great. Of course, Wolverine Omnibus Volume 4, New Mutants Omnibus 4, Excalibur Omnibus Volume 3. And then maybe like things like Mutant X. Or, dude, and honestly, I'm somebody that's like, I'll buy a Chuck Austin Omnibus if that comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
Give us a sneak peek of that Onslaught cover.
Or is it? It's over here somewhere. All right, you entertain the chat.
Okay. With no prior knowledge of what I've been reading, what's the next book I should read? Oh, let me go get something. You entertain the chat.
Okay. I don't have a crown, but I have a cowboy hat. Woohoo!
You look good in it.
I'm not gonna wear that.
You look good in it.
All right. So here's Onslaught. This is the new printing. It's got 2 covers. This is the direct market cover. The direct market cover is that of that one-shot Road to Onslaught. That's what they used here. This is what the back looks like. The spine is this Adam Kubert picture right here of Onslaught with little Franklin Richards. It's a big book, but then again, so was the original printing. That smells like Donald. Yep, I was right. I was like, this smells like Donnelly printer.
James said, insert Seinfeld double dipped GIF. Or is it GIF? It's GIF.
So just all I did was just open it up a little bit earlier. Gave it one big open. So yeah, that one I think has been postponed until March.
All right. So here's, if you like, well, kind of slice of life. I don't know. Memoir. We saw scenery, the early diaries of Meryl Marco, which I didn't know who this was. And I found out she was on Space Ghost Coast to Coast twice. So then I watched those episodes. Anywho, she is, she writes comedy. She writes for television shows and such. And this is her childhood. The art is, she draws it. It reminds me of, and I'm not saying this in a bad way to put it down, but it reminds me of like a child drawing. She's a better artist than I am. However, I can understand how this style may put people off. It is very endearing though. It's what's the word? It's I'll just go with endearing. It's got character. That's what I'm saying. And it's a page turner. Like, I loved reading about her life. And she's talking to her past self. And it just reminds me of how different we are as adults from our being a child. It's almost like different people, which I don't like that. I don't want to be a different person per se. Anyway, and of course, there are humorous moments. So this is what I recommend. And in the cover, it's I hate Miss Reed. She found her journals in a box, and that's why she wrote this. Like,
who's the creator?
Meryl Marco.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
I got it at the Barnes and Noble sale. Remember, half off hardcovers. Yeah. I was like, oh, this looks good. I'm gonna get it.
Huh. Omar, because we only have one Aquaman omnibus, what other Aquaman run would you like to see in omnibus format? Peter David's run. I love that run. Happy to hear you're feeling better. How well do you think the X-Men Classic Omnibus sold? And based on that, can we dream of an X-Men Omnibus Compendium with all orphan short stories, MCP? I think it sold well because it's out of print right now. So it would be cool to see a lot of that stuff. This Northeastern is definitely interesting to say the least. By the way, all right, I really have to go. Bye. Bye, Joey.
Nor'easter.
Maybe
I think that's how you say it.
You'll get your street cred back when you watch this. I did.
Yes,
I have been watching all of it.
I'm like,
why
are you watching this?
And what was it? And
doesn't interest me.
It's what's it called? It's what? I hate the fact that my girl Samantha is gone though. I mean, I realize she didn't want to come back, but it's just different without her. You can't have Miranda, Charlotte, and Carrie not hang out with Samantha, and the replacement characters they have for Samantha. Oh man, I'm reviewing, and that is what is it? Not that as they say is that I say that, and just like that, that's what it's called. So there you go. There's all my street cred out the window.
Cowboy Omar action figure.
It's reviewed in just like that.
Hey Matthew.
I ain't got no shame. What's up, Matthew? Thanks.
I don't care. They double dipped. It's all. That's all his business is.
That's my business.
You get.
Oh my gosh!
Business.
Already.
You get stuff. I have no idea what he's getting.
Already.
Yay!
Rodeo Omar's the guy that.
For at least 5 minutes. I'll set the timer. 5 minutes.
Fine.
Right, here.
Rodeo Omar's the guy
Siri,
that announces DC on
set timer for 5 minutes.
All right. You get this for 5 minutes. Hi, Omni. If DC told you they were going to make an absolute JLA by Morrison and an absolute JSA by Johns, which 2 story arcs would you pick for each book? World War III and the Hawkman crossover, because they mean a lot to me. I love those. And Golden Age, but it wasn't JSA. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I just want to poke your head.
What's up, Nova? What Marvel character do you like, but everyone doesn't like?
Dupe? You like Dupe?
I love Longshot. I don't hear a lot of people talk. No, I think more people like Dupe than they like Longshot.
Electro.
Yeah,
that's epic.
I don't think a lot of people like Electro. Hey, Omar, will there be a reprint when? February. I've sent out the signal to the people that have helped me last year.
So for those of you not actually watching the screen, he meant reprint poll.
Yes, reprint poll. Hey, guys, what's up, Louise? Omar, casually flexing, being at 70% and dropping an hour. Let me tell you a secret, JT. That was the second time I filmed that video. The first time, I lost all of my footage.
Oh my gosh, Thursday when you...
I was so stressed because I don't know what happened. It was the first time a file got corrupt because I wasn't shooting I was shooting in 4K. I was really stressed. Y'all should have seen.
Twice. Twice you had to.
No. I had to. Well, yeah, because I ran out of space. Oh my gosh, it was a nightmare. Let me tell you though, if I ever do outtakes, for 10 minutes it's just me screaming. You remember like the ending of Star Wars Episode 3, where Darth Vader's like, "No!" Yeah, it's that, but not. No, it's the F word. Like for 10 minutes. Like I lost it, man.
The company that released this is Algonquin Books of Chapel Hill. What a name. There we
go. Let's get to some super chats.
Yes, thank you for the super chats. Lionheart, Omar, have you ordered directly from the Udon website before? If so, how is the shipping? The website has a few books that I want to order.
They're great, man. They're the ones that they've sent out pins. I ordered pins and books from them. So yes, I have before. What's up, Eric? How have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. I am late as always, but hi from Munich, Bavaria, South Germany. How are you, my brother?
Thanks, Doc Holiday. In 1996, I went to my local comic book shop. The owner took out a Detective Comics 27. He said he had to mortgage his house for the comic. Can you share an experience you had with the Golden Age comic?
I worked at a comic book store in Frankfort, Kentucky, from 1995 to 1990. Was it 98? 98. It was 3 years. It was some of the best times of my life. You know, no responsibilities, living at home. Got to meet a lot of interesting people. Got to meet a lot of awesome people. Got into so many different books. But I had the pleasure of, there was a gentleman that came in that was selling off his collection, and it was his father's collection. Now, as shady as the store owner was, there was no shadiness behind this because he had a copy of Action Comics #1, but it wasn't like in the best shape. Like the back was missing. I think there was an ad that they took it out of the back. I don't know. I just got to hold it. Like it was probably the most expensive thing I got to hold from the Golden Age. Action Comics 1. He had something else like was it Yellow Kid? Some Spirit in there. I can't remember, but there was just like if people were into the Golden Age, and this is in 1997 when this happened, they would have flipped out to see this collection. It was crazy.
So, Ace, reading We Saw Scenery reminded me of Jane Austen's Juvenilia in that it's intriguing, naive, and charming, and focuses on the truest experiences you've blurred over the years. Thank you. That is a very concise and precise review. See, you got my back. You know the words to use.
Time to go old school and film on 35mm. Oh, yeah, baby. Like button. Yes, please, everybody. Don't forget to hit like. It's very important these days because YouTube has taken away the dislike button. So now they gather all algorithm on what the like button is, which is crazy. Hi there. Are there going to be any new announcements this week? Yes, as early as Tuesday, and there will be more.
I miss our buddy that always disliked before the show started.
Please don't say that.
I do. This person was like encouraging us through reverse psychology.
Well, we could still see the dislikes.
You got 12 seconds left to wear your hat.
Omar's outtake was like that one scene in The Wire. Yes! I love that scene. That scene is so good.
What? Stop.
Hey, Omar and Melanie, have you been reading the Demon Slayer manga? My brother just finished it. I bought him a box set for Christmas. He just finished it, and he really dug it. I am personally very excited. I know it came back into print for a little bit, and then they took it back out of print. Do you have a favorite reality TV show?
When Lydia was born, we love Storage Wars.
Storage Wars. Because
they are so bad.
I'll be honest, I was never a fan of reality TV show. I watched The Real World season 1, 2, and 3, and maybe some of 4. And it just wasn't like after The Real World season 1, it stopped becoming reality TV show to me because everybody knew what was going to happen coming into the show.
I don't like trying to figure out what's reality and what's not. Wait. Hell's Kitchen, though. Those cooking competitions as well.
Well, at least there's something to watch. That, like,
like learning about the techniques of cooking. But,
All right, here we go. Happy Saturday to you both. The Captain Marvel Omnibus announcement was a pleasant surprise. However, the amount of bigoted, immature comments that video received was disgraceful, disgusting behavior. I'll say this, man. Like, I stay out of the comment section because here's the thing. And this is my buddy Oscari. You can dislike a book. I was just talking about this earlier. You can dislike a book, but there seems to have been a growth of people disliking things before even reading it. And that really bothers me. Like, people were talking about Transformers, and I saw a video that people were posting and sharing, and they were, just talking about how much they hate this idea of Transformers. And I'm, my thing is like, wait, you haven't read it and you already hate it? And how? Like, and here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of that run, but I read it, like of Kelly Sue the Conic's run. I judge it based on what what the book is, not who wrote it but I get it. Some people cannot separate the artist from the art. So, and that goes both ways. I respect that. But yeah, sometimes it surprises me the things I saw. I don't think I've shared this with you all. I've shared it in the AMA. Within the same span of a week, like I got called because of the announcements that I made, I got called a woke SOB and a Nazi sympathizer in the same week.
Both ends of the spectrum.
Both ends of the spectrum because of 2 different books and the creators behind them. And I'm not going to reveal who. And I just thought, man, I really am in the middle of all this. Like, I did not make those books. I'm just the messenger. So it's, it is what it is. I stay out of it as long as people don't get freaking racist, homophobic, and all that. That's when I step in and kick people out or do what I got to do.
So you're just saying, well, it's because some people feel that the spot could have been taken for another character more important.
Okay, if that's the case, guys, we have over 100 Omnis coming out this year from Marvel alone. So it's not like they're taking something away. It's not like Super Pro Omnibus is not going to be collected because
you just do like
I did. What's her name? Kelly Sue the Conic is getting an omnibus, or Conan is getting 3 omnis. They're not taking away 3, Darkhawk, Ghost Rider, or something else. It's just that these things are planned out. So, Psycho Cleveland, why aren't you yelling at me?
Omnis for the mommies.
What's up, Sean the Suck? I ain't seen you for a minute.
He's been in the chat. Hi, Psycho Cleveland. David, thank you for the super chat. Unfortunately, I got to go to work now.
Buddy.
I just want to remind you all how great you two are. And thanks for usual for what you do. P.S. I just finished Uncanny Omnibus Volume 1, and it was brilliant.
Awesome, man. I'm so glad you liked it. I love it. I always fear that when I suggest those to people, they're like, this stuff is old and outdated. No, thank you.
Important question from Omar. Do you think Master of Kung Fu will continue in epic format?
Maybe, honestly. And I honestly do not know. Like, I don't know. I know I had 2 years ago, I think we announced something, Curtis and I, and then it was pulled. But it didn't make it in the solicits. So I really don't know. I wish I had a better answer. I'm so sorry. No, Roberto Rodriguez is speaking the truth. Mm-hmm. Speak with your wallet, with your pocket. Don't like it, don't buy it. Exactly, right. Because to corporations, like, they don't, to them, it doesn't matter, right? Like, I think we have a better connection with Marvel than we do a lot of other publishers, but I think to them, it doesn't matter. If a book is selling and it's selling like hotcakes, they're going to keep making things. So,
selling like hotcakes.
Is that still a thing?
I don't think so, but
gosh, dang it.
Like the cut of your jib.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Dark Hawk and Ghost Rider Omni's confirmed. Is this what you got out of that? I just saw what's his name, Ben Uncle say, Super Pro confirmed.
Joe, yes, I read Mouse years ago as well as Omar. Definitely loved it. And yeah, it's more than a shame that it is taken out of the classroom in Tennessee. It's more than a shame.
I will.
How you gonna learn?
Well, okay. Here's
and connect to history, so things don't repeat themselves.
Okay, so I do have thoughts on this, and I wanted to make sure I read enough about it.
Good for you.
So apparently, what happened was they took it out of the curriculum. So you're not. So part of the curriculum means you have to read it. Like you have to read like To Kill a Mockingbird, or you have to read, I don't know, Wuthering Heights or whatever. Or Great Expectations, whatever you have to read in class. So they took it out of the curriculum, not taking it out of like the library or something. People are still free to go and read it if they want to, but it is taken out of the curriculum. I think that's the way that I read it. And please, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong, because before I can even talk about this, because I knew we were going to be asked, I had to do a little bit of research to see exactly what was going on. So for those of you that live outside of the country, here in the United States, we have different laws that are people are calling for, the banning of books has been around for a long time. The people want to back.
Okay, so they're not banned. It's
just that it's taken.
Don't teach it. Like, yeah. Okay.
At least the way that I read it.
The school picked these books for the curriculum and they're saying, no, take that one out.
Yeah. It's not like they're taking out the Holocaust books, but that particular book because of the nudity in it. I think that was one of the biggest issues.
Yeah.
Which is, if you want to show, the extremity of this,
the reality
and what happened, then you have to talk about these things. It's a really weird thing, because I'm all about, I'm not a fan of censoring books. I'm not a fan of taking things out. Like you start taking things out, like To Kill a Mockingbird. And we took out in Kentucky, in the schools in Kentucky, they took out, was it Huck Finn that they took out? Because I think it was Huck Finn a few years ago. And whether I liked Huck Finn or not, it didn't matter. It's just that you start deciding, the books that people should read, then they're missing out on this part of history that was history back then, the way that people thought, the way that that the country was at the time. So
I think
I have a big issue with censorship when it comes to books and things like that.
So thank you so much for, reading into it though. Just like you said, like we gotta make sure we understand everything that's going on. So I'm a little shamed by that I didn't.
But it's important to me. I don't keep up with what's happening with the Kardashians, but I have to keep up with some comic book stuff.
There is a lot to keep up with. So, I don't know, but perhaps it was the nudity, perhaps something else that was the main reason. However, when you balance that against what it's about, like it's just nudity and it's of a mouse, and it's a horrible thing that's going on.
If that's the case, then do what kids our age in the 80s, what we used to do. Parents have to sign up a permission slip. You don't want to read it? All right, here's Great Expectations for you. Then everybody else gets to read Mouse. I think what ended up happening is what ended up happening with Huck Finn or To Kill a Mockingbird. You have a certain set of parents that, and it was voted 10-0, by the way. So it was crazy. It was voted 10-0. So either somebody was afraid to speak up, or maybe they never read it. I don't know.
Hey, Justin, good to see you.
Justin here?
And the Kardashians are coming to cancel
Omar. Man, I can't keep up with the Kardashians. That's the name of my show. I can't keep up with the Kardashians. All right. Thank you for bringing that up. We'll keep going with the questions.
Here, answer this. We had a super sticker. Answer this question.
Have you read the Star Wars Annual 2017 and 2018? Was that during the Greg Pak run of Star Wars? If so, yes. If not, I don't remember. Super sticker from Kjell Jorgensen.
Thank you so much. Sorry we can't see it. Hello from Poland. How are you, dear?
What's up, Xavier? How are you, my brother?
You and Nathan.
Her New Warriors Volume 3 was canceled to make room for Captain Marvel. Okay, wait. If that was the truth, then it's time to cancel Captain Marvel.
Cody, we have not read. Well, I haven't read Steady Grief.
I have not.
I don't.
No.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
What is it about, Cody? And if you leave it in the comments, so I write it. I do take a lot. Every suggestion that somebody leaves during my hidden gems or my top 10 list or whatever, I always copy and paste to a master sheet or what I should be reading.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Giving you a fist bump.
Thank you for telling
fist bump
us.
back to you, Jail. Kajel.
Do you think Mark Waid's Daredevil run will?
Oh yeah. I'm not saying it's coming. I'm saying absolutely. They're reprinting Ed Brubaker Volume 1. They're reprinting Daredevil. Why is the light?
I put it down to 20%.
Don't do that, baby. Because I have it. Do you remember what
79.
it was? You didn't touch the other button?
I know. I just turned the circle.
Okay. I believe you. I love you. It took me forever to get the light down to a perfect percentage.
Yes, it's 79.
Okay.
And
sorry, we're having a little behind the scenes discussion here. Whenever you get a new camera, you have to fix the lighting to a perfect lighting.
That's
to
why
make sure.
I made sure to know what the number was.
This is a lot harder than it looks. This is why I can't keep up with the Kardashians.
Oh, I'm sorry. Recommendation for a person who loved Hickman Avengers.
Hickman FF. I mean, I know it's cheating, but Hickman FF or Kurt Busiek. If you like that many characters in one book, but it actually is a little more coherent, like Hickman's Avengers is great, but Kurt Busiek's Avengers is top notch.
You know what? This is right. If this wasn't the chat, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, it's okay." You'd be like, "Yeah, you should have done it," which I understand because it takes a long time. I would probably react in the same fashion.
Yeah, it took me like
I was scared. I was like, okay, I'll be honest because I was like, "Oh, is he going to like yell at me?"
I wasn't gonna. Yeah,
no, okay, that's the word.
You make it sound like I yell at you all the time.
Are you going to? Oh, I'm so mistreated. Are you going to be annoyed, like I did something wrong? But you were upstairs and I was trying to get ready, so I was like, I'm just gonna go for it.
She's got a freaking 4th degree black belt in Kempo. Of course, he's gonna win.
What is underrated in Todd McFarlane's art?
The Haunt. Nobody talks about the Haunt.
There we go. More behind the scenes. Oh my gosh, the loot crate. You know,
you got mad at me.
Man, did I?
Yeah, because I didn't know what that Black Butler was.
I wasn't mad at you. We thought it was Berserk. I requested the Berserk loot crate to open, and so we hadn't opened yet. I'm opening. I'm like, what is this? I don't even know. It was Black Clover. By the way, I gave it to a student.
Oh, good. The box set?
Yeah, I just gave her the whole thing.
That better be one heck of a student.
She is.
All right.
And then I'm like, oh, I see other kids like
There's my buddy.
I should have spread the love.
Trumbo Gun, what's up, man? Have you finished reading Deathmatch yet? I was on the 2nd volume when things had to be put up for a while, but I promise I will be going back to that. I was really enjoying it.
It's a good reason. Be like chat.
Because I was engrossed in Berserk Volume 6. My man, let me tell you something. There's only
engrossed.
3 reasons to miss this chat. Number 1, world's ending. Number 2, if the world's ending, then I hope y'all are here hitting.
Oh, I thought there was a book. I was like,
actual world is coming to an end. You're reading Berserk or you're watching Virgin River Season 4 because it just premiered. Those are the only reasons why.
Is Last God still available?
Yes. It is still available digitally.
Somebody said earlier that the only show that make you cry is Virgin River.
Was it Hugo? He's the only other person that watches it besides me.
Yeah, see, we're cute.
Yeah, you say that.
Hey, we did good yesterday. Oh, we were yelling we were just pushing each other's buttons, and I said, stop. And then I broke it down. We were on the couch, and I said, number 1, da-da-da. Number 2, we're talking, because we kept talking about 4 different things. We're going back and forth about it. So I knocked him out, and then it was all good.
I'm pro-censoring Omar yelling at Melanie. Really, Rebel by Design?
Yeah, I gotta put.
I like to give things back. Also, Omar, that better be one great student. Yes.
She's a sweetheart.
Use your Omega beams against her, Omar. The only way I'd win a fight against Melanie is if I catch her sleeping.
Gabriel Narnia is better than Lord of the Rings. Not the movies, not at all, but the story, because that's my childhood Narnia. Can't pick it.
Okay.
You picked Lord of the Rings.
I went to Narnia. You didn't go with me.
Oh my gosh, I was so bad. We were on a picnic and I fell asleep or something. And you're like, I went to Narnia right through those trees. You missed it.
Could have been the mushrooms or Omar. What is a good Jason Aaron series to read? I'm not familiar with his work. Scalped, but it's got a lot of mature content. The GD, which is actually spelled out. His run on Wolverine is really good. I really dug it. But his best run that he's done for superheroes is by far Thor. It is phenomenal.
On my Moon Knight review that's coming out, the trade review on the trade that's coming out later today, I'm going to put text on the screen, and you got to figure out the words that you can replace the word jerk with. Put them in the wait. Don't put it. Never mind. I don't know what I'm saying.
What are you saying? What are you saying? John Wilson, thank you for the super sticker. We wish we could see it. You know,
what'd he put?
They just upped the price of StreamYard, and I still can't show super stickers. Where you at, StreamYard? I have to pay.
Wait. Next Saturday? This is going to be higher quality?
We're going 1080p, baby, next Saturday.
Tune in.
I have to pay an extra freaking $40 a month, and they can't give me a super sticker option?
It's extra $40 a month?
Oh, it's crazy how much it is. Ever try your hand at inking? I'm inking Kelly Jones Batman. It's insane. Thank you.
When you were like Kramer, you're like, oh,
it's ridiculous. Virgin River's good. I knew there were other people. There was more of us.
So to answer Cycle Cleveland's question, years ago you did?
Yeah, I used to ink my friend Wong's work. He was the artist and I was the inker. And then
and Logan asked you to ink.
Yeah,
that was years.
It was a long time ago. That's back when I had delusions of making it into the comic industry. But now, to quote Mark Waid, I am the luckiest guy in comics. That's what he said about me.
Aww.
I will never forget that. Mark Waid watches my show and said I am the luckiest guy in comics. Working in comics is what he said. And I never thought of myself working in comics, but here I am holding the very book that made me leave comic books.
I was gonna say,
because you all demanded an omnibus of this. This is the book that I said I'm done with comics.
I should give it a read.
You may love it. I mean,
no.
What if you love it more than Starman? You're like, well, you know, it's a lot deeper than Starman. That's for sure. Like the revelation of who Onslaught was.
I was reading the classic X-Men Omnis and forgot. Yeah, I know what the revelation is, and forgot how good those old Steranko issues were. Are you a fan? It was me who slagged you about Virgin River. Sorry, not sorry.
Virgin River's phenomenal. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Steranko when he came in. Like that Polaris cover is freaking phenomenal. His work on S.H.I.E.L.D. is great. And his story, of course, about Bob Kane, one of the best stories out there on the internet.
Even the dog, thank you.
Even the dog is that dog is sound. Who was upstairs?
Manuel?
Okay.
Hi, Manuel.
Yep.
He's gonna visit a puppy today. A baby.
My brother's adopted a dog.
Yeah.
That's good. Good for him.
Oh, Pridey and Chronicles.
Yeah, man. I'm with you. Lloyd Alexander, my dude.
I started reading it.
The Book of Three, the Black Cauldron, which Disney animated for some reason, like book 3 of the series instead of kind of like what Studio Ghibli did with the Earthsea Chronicles. They like animated the second book instead of like starting from the beginning.
Thank you guys so much for the compliments on my crown. I bought it for $100 at the Renaissance Fair, and I was like, I've always wanted one. Every year we went, I'd see them. However, something's missing. There are a couple of diamonds missing from here, so it's my mission as a princess to find the missing diamonds. I made a story up to make myself feel better about. I'm like, I paid $100 for this. Yeah, once I retrieve them, I shall rule. NMC.
Fahar, thank you for these questions. Tell me the upcoming Omnibus Avengers. I don't know of any, but here's the thing. I signed an NDA with Marvel, so even if I knew I couldn't say anything until the video comes out, where I'm like breaking news, like that has to wait until that video is approved by legal and the collected editions department. So even if I knew I couldn't say anything, sorry. I wish I could. I try to get hints out, but they're so easy that people get them. Although on Patreon, we're playing a really fun game. I got to put so I'm going to be announcing some reprints, and I put little frames of pictures zoomed in. If anybody can guess them, to guess the reprints, there's 4 books.
Yeah, he showed me. like what the pictures are. And I'm like, okay, the first one makes sense once you know, but the second one is completely random. But okay, here's my hint. The first one is a very beautiful moment of that story.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like just two big cartoon eyes, but it's not.
Omar, do you ever see a Silver Surfer Omnibus Volume 2? And we'll go back to this one. Okay. Right underneath it from Ryan P. Silver Surfer Volume 2 and Beyond being made, and if so, what would it contain? Also looking forward to the eventual reprint of Dan Slott's run. Dan Slott's run got voted in our top 20, so that might come. Okay, Volume 2, yes. I would love that happening, and I think it will. And that would contain a lot of the Englehart stuff from that era. Maybe Parable, which would be cool because if you can see, let me see if I've got them somewhere near me. Nope, they're not near me. There they are. I mean, we got quite a bit of like Silver Surfer in omnibus form. I mean, in epic format. We've got 6 of them. So it's like the material's already there digitally.
Thanks for the super chat. East of West ever getting a reprint? Hashtag L Hot Dog.
L Hot Dog. Man. I haven't heard. And Hickman has said that it was, once they were done, that was it.
What's L Hot Dog?
I don't know. Hashtag it.
Okay. No, I usually don't know what the reprints are.
She knows I'm not allowed to say anything to her.
I couldn't keep up anyway.
I can't.
It's a lot to keep up with. I'm trying to figure out how TJ.
Well, it's funny because like people are asking.
My mind is somewhere else.
People are already asking me about a reprint of something, and I'm like, wait, that's out of print. So I'm gonna get my buddy Chris to help me and Luis and James to do this year's reprint poll that kicks off in this month. So sometime this month, keep an eye out on the channel. Chris is the gentleman that runs the comicreleases.com website. Really good guy.
Nope, not alien boobs in the first picture. Yeah, Rodimus Prime Rib. Yeah, look it up on Patreon. Is that
I think I'm left.
Is that all the tiers?
No, I left it at the $5 because they get the early access.
Yeah, that's true.
It's it's all I wanted to leave anybody out.
So at the dollar tier, you get access to the documentation, the notes of Omar's reading orders,
and a vote for the reading orders. Speaking of reading orders.
But $5, you get early access to videos the day before, and you can talk about the releases on Discord, and play fun games like that with what's going to be released.
Landon's saying there's a bunch of stuff at the bottom.
I noticed that too. What would that be? Actual coffee grinds?
I don't know. Speaking of reading order, I am working currently on the reading order for Superman, so that should be out on Monday, starting part 1.
And I did say earlier, gonna wait for the collected edition saga, but
it is available digitally too.
I think I'll go ahead and read it.
Yeah. Did you guys check?
And you do not get free emotional abuse, Hannah. You know you love it.
This is a good question.
The reprint poll always does so well with Marvel. Do you think an official NFC Most Wanted New Omnibus poll could be something we see this year?
Yeah, in a way, Tiger Eyes from Marvel Masterworks does that poll, and I think he does it well. And he was kind enough to let me announce them, like the top 20 or top 50 last year. And I think Marvel really does keep an eye out on those things because they're always up for new ideas.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad. So you can join in the Ask Me Anything.
Oh, that's the Ask Me Anything.
And book club next month. Omar, have you softened on Onslaught any of these years?
You know what? I am willing to go back up, baby.
Okay.
I am willing to. I am willing to give it another shot. Probably.
Let's read it together, page by page, bed. Oh, actually, that would be fun. We did that with the last issue of Why the Last Man.
That was Why the Last Man. This is freaking Onslaught. All right.
I'll start skipping. You're like, I'm not done reading. I'm like,
Omar, I love all the announcements, but you need to tell Marvel slow down a bit. My wallet can't handle stress. Love your work. Best wishes. Thank you, brother. Well, the good news is that things are good news, bad news is that things are being delayed, right? So it looks like there might be a little bit more delayed. So
yeah, we got a super chatters from Bar. Thank you.
Bar. Omar, talk pretty. If the next Omni you're announcing starts with Gwen and ends with Pool, love the crown Mel.
Thanks. Coronation. Melanie with her Coronation Starscream t-shirt on.
I know not what you speak
I have
of.
2 t-shirts of this. This is the better version. The other one I bought to see Transformers in the movie theater years ago. And I was like, it's okay. This one's way better. Transformers Animated is, I think, in my top 10 movies now. I didn't like it at first. I'm like, this is too quick. I can't follow this. And now I'm like, it's pretty good.
I'm glad you're excited for the Superman reading order. I went to your name because it said the Hayabusa, and I immediately thought of Ryu Hayabusa, which is Ninja Gaiden. And Andy's asking, hi guys, any chance of a Deathlock omnibus? I would love that. Dude, Mike Zack's artwork in oversized format. Oh, yes.
Is there excited you've been so far on the
well,
show?
And then there's a lot of Marvel Comics Presents issues they could put in there, a 90s series. It's just that, unfortunately, out after Uncanny X-Force, Deathlock kind of disappeared into obscurity again. So maybe one day. Are we getting any Silver Age announcements soon, Mr. Omar? Perhaps an aquatic of an aquatic nature. I looked at the list for the remainder of the year, and I saw just, I think, one Silver Age new omnibus. One of the characters swims.
Oh. One of the characters swims.
That's all I can say. Happy Saturday, guys. Hope you are feeling better. We are feeling a ton better,
yes.
Man. A lot better than last Saturday. If you go watch last Saturday, boy, it was rough. I just finished.
My throat doesn't hurt at all, but it's still like hard to talk.
I just finished Injustice Volume 1 and 2. Any chance we'll get an Injustice 2, 3, because that would contain the 0 year and then the last few minis that they did. I would love that. Rick Gear's talking to someone else. Do you reckon Dark Horse might do new collected editions of their old Star Wars stuff now that they've got to deal with Disney? No, the deal with Disney. So let me clarify that the deal with Disney is for the kids books, like the new, what is it? The high, almost said the High Society. What is that book called? So it's the books geared towards kids. That's the new deal that they have. It's not the classic stuff. It's not the new Marvel stuff. Disney owns Star Wars, and it's not going anywhere. And neither are the comics. Marvel's still going to make the comics and make the omnis. As a matter of fact, the next omnibus I'm announcing is a Star Wars-related omnibus. That'll be out on Tuesday, Sunday, or Monday if you're a Patreon. But what I was going to say is that the deal is pretty much IDW losing the license to the kid-related Star Wars books. That's the deal. And then Dark Horse is getting them.
Nathan's wondering if he should get a Mark Waid Daredevil reprint or get it now.
If you got the money, brother, you go ahead and do what you need to do. If you can wait and be patient, it might be a year or so before it gets reprinted.
The litter box story. That's what they were talking about earlier. Yeah, from Ask Me Anything. Now I know what you're talking about. I was like, box story, litter box story.
Comics are expensive in Indonesia, so I have to read comics. You read them however you need to. If you got to read them digitally, you do that. Punisher reading order. Sugar Man is with me. Where is Sugar Man? Is he here?
I haven't seen him so far.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Hey, Thomas.
Thomas, late to the stream, but love this time of the week. We love you, man. I was surprised Gwen Pool lasted 20-something issues until recently. I never heard about it since... I'll be honest with you, like, I remember Jess was, my buddy Omnidog was like, this is my book of the year in, when was that, 2017? And I was like, what? Gwenpool? But I never read it, but I'm willing, since then I have, and then she was in Kelly Thompson's run on, Avengers West Coast, which, as much as I love Kelly Thompson's run on anything, her Avengers West Coast was just not for me. It was not a good story. My most wanted collections are the 130-ish issues between. Dude.
Silent Death. I'll take any collection. Dang it, DC. And thank you for the super chat.
So I've got mine custom made, dude, and the pages are starting to yell. High Republic Adventures. Thank you so much for somebody correcting me. No, I was not hungover. I wish I was. And I'm like, come on, DC. All you need to do is call it Panic in the Sky or what was it? The cruelty. Oh my gosh. Or they save Luther's brain. Give us 2 omnis in between. Because even though Action Comics, 601 to 641 have nothing to do with Superman outside of like 2 pages in each book, I would love all that collected in there too. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, dude. All I know is that they're sitting on gold if they're not making omnis of this stuff. At least we're finally getting Man of Steel Volume 4 in March. I think it's been pushed back.
Did you speak to David about the Michelini and Bagley Omni? I will be reminding you till we get it.
I don't know, baby. I I do remind him from time to time about things. It's not like every week thing, because there were other things that I wanted to ask that people have been asking me about, mainly the retailers, about the spine of Uncanny X-Men 3 and 4. And I talked a little bit about this on yesterday's video, but in case you didn't watch it, it's yesterday's video I talked a little bit about the situation is that volume 3 and 4 files were sent to the printer long before the delays, and that's why they sat on them. And then when they could actually get them out, unfortunately, it was the old file. So volumes 3 and 4 of Uncanny X-Men have the old dust jacket design, including the old spine. And if that's what you want, then this is the time to get it, because I think the next printing will have the newer design. When do you think we'll get another?
Thank you, Thomas, for the super chat. When do you think we'll get another Deadpool ongoing? It feels so long since the Dugan and
Poston.
Right.
Poston's the guy that was in Seinfeld. The guy with the glasses. I told you he wrote Deadpool. He has a unique look to him. Golden guy.
What was the
comedian.
Story? Do a 20-minute recap.
Nope. Well, after that run, though, we got Scotty Young's run, and then we got Kelly Thompson's run. And it's weird, right? We haven't had a new Deadpool series. He was with Spider-Man in Joe Kelly's run, so it is kind of strange that we haven't had it.
Okay.
So I hope we do get it.
Howdy, Omar. Submitted comics to CGC today. Oy vey, this is going to hurt the wallet.
Do you know who this is? That's Joshy Bear.
Joshy Bear.
It's my buddy,
I didn't read the name when I was reading it. How are you? What Transformers comics takes place during the Civil War in Cybertron?
A lot.
Yeah.
If you want to go with the classic Dreamwave stuff, The War Within. If you want to go with the IDW stuff, get Volume 1 of the IDW collection, Phase 1. It's got Megatron Origin, and that really kicks off that era, and all the miniseries are done in chronological order.
New Spooey channel. I've gone an hour without mentioning my desire for a Captain America by Mark Grunwald, Omnibus. What's become of me? You're slacking.
I know. It's just...
What other hobbies that you have besides reading, collecting comics? Collecting figures?
Yeah, I collect action figures and...
Making things with perler beads.
She does that.
That's me.
I play video games from time to time.
Video games.
But we've been so stressed with what's happening in our lives and making sure I have enough time to put out content. Like, I was in the middle of beating Metroid Dread last, it was right after Christmas, I think. I was trying to beat it. Yeah. I got to the final boss, and then I had to put it down because we needed to take care of things in the house. And I finally got to beat it the other day when I was like, oh my gosh, I actually have time where I don't have to read. I don't have to edit. And again, though, it was like 11 o'clock at night. So from 11 to 1, I sat there and beat Metroid Prime. Or Dread.
I need to.
Quinceañera.
Yeah, thanks. I'm 15.
Yep.
Actually, I was thinking of pass me the cowboy hat. Let me get that try. Give me the hot dog, baby.
It's this
Which way? This way?
Like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeehaw. Heads up, cutie pie.
Hey, Nick. Is DC reissue like that? You got it, baby.
Okay. It looks better on you.
Is DC reissuing the Sandman omnibus this year? Probably under the Black Label line. So, Omar, Marvel is not going to offer just the dust jackets to make up for the error. I don't think it was an error on their part. It was more of an error or delays, right? So probably not. So if you want the new dust jacket, I think you'll have to wait until another reprint.
Gabriel, perler beads are fun, and I need to show your wood burnings. So why don't you answer this question while I bring it up, and I'll start this one. Okay?
Anybody else suffering from postal delays? Yes, me. I was. Still waiting for my Mutant Massacre omnibus. Man, I'm sorry. What's wrong?
I didn't download them.
Okay, here. Give me this.
Okay.
I don't know how to do this.
Omni, would you recommend the Sandman spin-off comics? I want to read more about that universe.
Absolutely, man. Really, what you want to start with is Lucifer. I think that's one of the best, if not
I do like the character Lucifer,
best.
Which sounds really bad.
And it's his character. It's the same character that was in that series.
Yes, let's download them. We got that's you. We got 4 wood burnings from Gabriel, who has a business. We got pictures to show, and then his business card because you can find him on Facebook. And yeah, we haven't done this in a long time. So please, if you want to send us artwork, or even this, things you're working on, send it to nearmintcon@gmail.com. We'll show it in the Saturday streams. Even like Tapsy Logic sent us these awesome slip covers, custom ones.
Those are cool
that he made. And so yeah,
or
that email.
Or you can physically send us things at Near Mint Condition of P.O. Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky, 40383.
Donations are great for giveaways.
Yeah, we got a couple, and I need to write what's his name back.
And I mean, man, you guys are awesome. Everybody that sends us stuff, regardless of what it is. And we wouldn't have these without a viewer sending them in.
Luis, yeah.
I love this so much. So again, if you're watching, Luis, thank you.
All right. So this is from Gabriel. He makes wood burnings like that. Awesome that Batman.
Cool? I love how jaggedy it is with his cape.
That's Spidey right there in action pose. Spider-Man. And the Superman right there.
He looks, with it being just a silhouette, he looks dark.
I was going to say he looks a little evil. Look at that. That's
that classic Daredevil.
That's a classic Daredevil right there.
So here is his business card.
Yeah, look at my man.
Wood in West Virginia. Custom and specialty 3D wood laser design. So you can follow him on Facebook at Wood in West Virginia or Instagram, Wood in West Virginia with the underscores.
There you go. Thank you so much, Gabriel. And he sent us Alf. He sent me an Alf one. And,
Near
Mint Condition logo.
Keychain Near Mint Condition, and we've got magnets on the fridge.
Any Rick Remender news coming our way? Nothing yet, man. No news. Need DC to reprint Absolute Transmetropolitan Volume 3. Well, they dropped the ball, man. We haven't even got a Volume 2 reprint. Luis is watching. What's up, Luis? He's here.
Oh, good.
Thank you, brother. That was amazing. For what it's worth, even if they sent new dust jackets for Uncanny 3 and 4, the actual spine of the books wouldn't match, just for your information. Omar.
Will Marvel collect Thompson's Black Widow issues that came out so far in deluxe edition?
Probably one day. Here, what are you doing?
Ow! It does hurt. That's why I take it off sometimes. You look adorable.
I look like an idiot.
No, you gotta keep it on so people can take
that thing
screen grab.
And Diane Bree collectors would know because he is a retailer here in America. He sells things through eBay and he sells things through his own shop, DianeBreeCollectors.com. He's a really good guy. 7-2 Eternity Deluxe Edition is the Remender's new, but we knew about that, right? It was just delayed, but we actually got confirmation that I want to know why it was delayed. Beauty is pain.
Nope. Nope. It is not. I wear comfortable shoes at work because I got to walk around a lot. See these youngins, these teachers with high heels. I'm like, gee, I wish I looked good like that, but no. I want to do my job and walk around, and I would. Francisco Espinosa saying, Saga is back.
Yes, it is. Beauty is pain, Omar. I heard.
Here. Which should I get? X is wondering. Inferno Omni or Mutant Massacre Omni?
Mutant Massacre. Payoff to Inferno comes a lot. It's better if you read Prelude, Mutant Massacre, Fall of Mutants, Prelude, and then Inferno. The payoff to Inferno is freaking awesome. At this time, we just want to remind everybody, if you live in Europe and you want to get big books from the big two, the best place to get them with the biggest discount is Walt's Comic Shop. And that's waltzcomicshop.com. Flat rate shipping of €9.90. Extremely careful.
For all EU countries.
Yes. And if you...
Hey, did you know that... What kind of packaging does Walt's Comic Shop have?
I assume extremely careful and sturdy.
And how long does it take for emails to be answered?
24 hours, less than.
You're doing great at this quiz. What kind of superb selection do they have? Or he has.
Big?
New titles and out of prints. So, what kind of code can you get used for free shipping on the first
Near me condition, all one word on your first order at the checkout and get free shipping in all EU countries with your first order.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and Premium Collected Editions in Europe. Jazz hands, cowboy hat.
Thank you. Yeah. Omar won't put on the tiara. I did put on the tiara. The things I do for you all, I swear. Greetings from the Netherlands. Do you know the artist Oscar Martin? I know who he is. I don't know him personally. What the heck?
Oh, yay!
I am so beautiful. I've never said that.
Smirky smile you have.
James,
It is. He told me yesterday.
I push Black Cat on people as
Jed
much as I
McKay's
do
Black Cat.
Black Widow, and Carla Pacheco's Spider-Woman is awesome. And Jen McKay, Moon Knight. Melanie's reviewing it.
I'll put out video later today, and I liked it. I recommend it.
Is there an omnibus in between Inferno and Claremont Lee Volume 1? No, sir. If you look at my X-Men reading order, nothing in between.
Are you going to do a review of Wolverine and the X-Men?
I didn't get a copy of it. I mean, I can ask, but I didn't get a review copy of it. I don't even know where
He's your favorite character.
He is, and I love that omnibus. Waiting for Future Imperfect. Thank you so much for the super chat, Purple Rain.
Waiting on Future Imperfect 1 to arrive to get George Perez to sign, but post office is not coming. Been delayed since January 22nd. Feeling the pain, but love my Peter David's Hulk Omnibus Volume 1. Any ETA for Volume 4?
I think the last I saw was April, maybe. Please, Omar. That's 3 pleases. That's more than anybody ever asked him.
I think it's supposed to be Ask David, but I see David to reprint Zdarsky's Daredevil OHC.
Yeah, I heard it's impossible to get.
I'm sorry, it's so good.
I will. You're not the only. There's been 15 people that have asked me for that, so of course I will ask. Just order Nick and Dent from Walt, so he's got Nick and Dent cells too. Look at that.
Oh, X, we answered your question earlier.
Yep. I don't know if you heard
me.
I said Mutant Massacre.
Mutant Massacre. Oh, good. Aaron's reading Jed McKay's Moon Knight as well.
I read the first issue, and you read the whole thing. It's a quick read.
Oh, yeah. I read it yesterday morning.
Oh, this is a good question right here from Chris Flood after this one.
Omar, the iMac printer in Turkey seems to be producing problematic omnis. Almost always some kind of problem, either gutter loss of the thin omni or poorly scanned colored pages. Could you please tell it to David?
We did. I did. They've known. Believe it or not, the paper quality has gotten thicker. And I don't think we're going to see any more of the thinness that we got in the Kurt Busiek Conan or Defenders Omnibus Volume 1. So, I mean, they know. It's just, I think, I don't know, and I don't speak for Marvel, but I think it might be a way that they're keeping costs down. Instead of moving up to $150 an omnibus, to try to keep it at $125. I think.
Omar, to you,
yes, we do.
Any favorite comic strips from newspapers?
Far Side,
Calvin and Hobbes.
Yeah, and we both
like childhood.
And my daughters love Peanuts.
I relate to Calvin so much. There's this one strip where he's sitting at his desk at school, and he just starts screaming, "It's a beautiful day! What am I doing out here?" And just runs out. And I'm like, if a student did that, I would give props. I would respect that.
You would give props, really?
And then I'd have to get mad and go find him. However, it would be amazing.
What would you want first? DC Metal Omnibus or Tom King Batman Omnibus? DC Metal has been a long time coming. Scott Snyder hinted at that coming 5 years ago, and we still don't have anything. 4 years ago. Afternoon. Glad you're feeling better. I read on Reddit we are getting a Miller Daredevil Omni reprint. Is that true? I am not at liberty to say. Omar, any news of Marvel doing a Conan omnibus collecting all six Conan 100-page original graphic novels that come out in the 80s and 90s? Somebody else told me about the Roy Thomas adaptation that he did with, was it Big John Buscema? So I think there is enough material for another, maybe a companion or a volume 11 of an omnibus. That would be awesome. Trombo Gun, Omar, do you foresee an omnibus with Spectacular Spider-Man run by J.M. DeMatteis and Sal Buscema? Absolutely. But I don't know if they'll do that or volume 2 first. And I've already heard people say that they'll double dip for that volume 2 of Spectacular Spider-Man. I don't know which one they'll do first.
I need a break.
Omar, which is better? Inferno or
Inferno?
The original Inferno. I haven't finished the new Inferno. Melanie, you should ask David Gabriel about an Alpha Omnibus. Help us, Melanie. You're our only hope. Okay, you are really their only hope. Will we see more Bendis Omnibus? I kind of like his writing. Loved his Avengers run. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, because lots of people like him.
Well, not just that, but then, they had a reprint of his Daredevil run. Look, we're getting Ultimate Spider-Man, not just volume 1, but a volume 2. You all made that happen. So maybe they will, yeah.
Oh, Derek's saying there's a video from Toy Galaxy Channel. It's a history of Deal.
Huh. Of Far Side? I'll watch that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I have to think about this. Debbie, what's your favorite standalone HC? Yeah, give me a minute. Thanks for asking. Hi, Heavy Rice. Or maybe Omar knows the answer. What's my favorite standalone HC?
Spider-Man Life Story?
Oh, that's a good one. And Spider-Man's my favorite.
Kingdom Come? I don't know.
I don't remember that. Here,
Afternoon, dudes and dudettes.
Okay, Derek's saying
okay.
It's Versailles. Omar, you read the question.
You think we'll also get further Jeff Johns Justice League New 52 omnibus down the line? Volume 2 is coming out though this summer, so that wraps up all of 52, and it comes with Rebirth. DC Rebirth is included in there, like the Rebirth one shot, which is nuts.
Is God Country OHC?
No.
Hey, it's Once a Future King a standalone?
No, because it continues.
Oh, I need to read that.
It's in a box.
I know.
We seem to be getting more 00s. Omnis now. Does Marvel have a scheduling system they choose from? Or is it pure demand? I think it's not just demand. I mean, the way they see demands, like any publisher, of course, is money, right? Like they see the sales of things. They're like, oh, wow. I'm going to say something right now that a lot of people are not going to like. Nick, I owe you an email. I know Melanie emailed you back, but I'm going to email you. The number one best-selling epic of all time. I was going to wait until Thursday to talk to Curtis about this. The number one best-selling epic of all time, as of today, it used to be Venom. Carnage is the number one best-selling epic collection of all time. And best-selling is how many retailers ordered, how many, how many the distribution is getting.
It's not Ant-Man Volume 1?
No news feed channel. So, of course, remember when I said Venom selling number one, when was that, a year or two ago? That was going to change things. And it did, right? Like, we started getting more and more 90s epic collections. So, of course, they're going to go the route of whatever is selling, whatever's hot. As much as, like, I know me and Trumbo Gun and a couple of others want, like, Tomb of Dracula. If Tomb of Dracula sat there for months and discounted, outlets, then unfortunately, we're probably not going to get it for a long time. I hate the fact that Ollie's has all this stuff for sale, and everybody around me, because they watch my channel, already bought all the good stuff. Queen Medusa Omnibus confirmed. Where'd that come from?
Hey, Graham's going to send us a picture that no one's done before. Sweet, Graham. And we didn't go to the post office this morning.
All right.
It was really, it snowed. And go for it, Ben. Try and teach myself video editing and slow going, but I'm learning.
That's
pain, what I did.
It's a pain.
Because I'm like, I don't want to watch tutorials. I just try to figure it out myself.
Well, tutorials get so in depth.
And then I couldn't remember some of the things I had to ask you yesterday because I haven't edited in months. And I'm like, how do I do this? What's your opinion on Terry Dodson art?
Hit and miss. I like Rachel Dodson inking his stuff. Make Havoc, what's up? Why are you asking this Alpha Omnibus question?
Johnny Neverland saying that only because Alpha Epic isn't out,
guys.
That's why it's on the.
I think he mispronounced Kill Raven. No, I wish I did, but it's Epic Carnage.
MC, thoughts on the Flash Volume 3 spawn? Feels like a jab at Wally. The very spawn has him running. I myself became a Wally fan reading Wade's run, so I call conspiracy.
I have a lot of thoughts about Omnibus Volume 3. Number one is, how dare they make him run finally on the third volume, and it's not even Wally?
Wait, is that one we were making fun of in the book tour where he's just like standing there?
Yeah,
not even
volumes 1 and 2 are
dynamically. It's just like completely like straight.
It would have been cool to see him like, okay, 1 standing, 2 getting ready to run, and 3 like running.
Oh yeah, but standing in a more dynamic.
I think position. 1 is like he's just standing facing that way, and 2 is like. So.
He's trying to think. He's thinking, which one should do I?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, but.
Oh, Graham, I know what you meant. That no one on the channel has sent it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No one in the world has ever done. What about, because talking about Alf, what about Ren Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead reprints in this fantasy world? So there you go.
Do they still own the rights to Beavis and Butthead? And it's such a weird thing, because I think Paramount owns Beavis and Butthead because they're part of the MTV thing. Ren and Stimpy's part of Nickelodeon, so who would own that these days? I can't keep up, like seriously, because license is all done like Hasbro, right? Like there's a toy license that owns Transformers and G.I. Joe, and rights are always being changed.
Roy likes the standing versions more than the running one.
Oh, well,
So there you go.
Roy's wrong, but that's okay. He's a good person.
Bar, I read the first issue of Alf.
Nobody here has read Alf except
Yes,
Melanie and
James.
maybe James, because
he was in he's in other Marvel comics too. Nickelodeon
He's
is also
not!
Paramount. Yes, he is.
Oh, is it? Okay, then Paramount that owns Nickelodeon, and that's not Marvel because it's not Disney, and it's a weird, like, licenses and rights are such a, in a perfect world and in an imperfect world, because it's a double-edged sword. You know, we want, like, oh, Marvel needs to do a Marvel versus DC omnibus. But the only way to do that is if these lawyers that have never picked up a comic book come together and be like, okay, let's make this happen.
Debbie, for your question earlier, I'm sorry that I can't come up with an answer. Like, yeah, I would have to physically see, like, look through books and try to figure it out.
Already pre-ordered the Boys Omnibus. Still worried that we're going to end up with a sick, that is Something is Killing the Children issue, where pre-orders ended so close to release date. Thoughts? Dynamite knew what was happening, so they're trying to prevent that from happening. I'll say there'll be a delay, just like I think there's going to be a delay of Excalibur Omnibus Volume 1, because the cutoff date is what? Next week? That's crazy. And the book coming out in April? No way that happens. But that's just me. Most requested reprint omnibus has got to be Spider-Man versus Venom. Nope. Maybe this year, but it wasn't. I don't think it broke top 20 last year.
Please, for the love of man, Omar. That is what Sin wants.
Okay, Sin. Let me see what I can do. I can't. Don't forget to vote, though, man. When this month we'll do the poll.
Well, February.
In February,
So
which is next month.
Technically,
yes.
next month.
Yeah, we're gonna start the poll. I'll do a video of all the books that are out of print. Then I'll tell you where to vote. You go vote. I give it to Marvel. Marvel says, okay, we'll do this. Or maybe not. I don't know. Hello from Brazil. What's up? I own like 30 issues of Alf. Used to buy it back when.
There you go, Derek.
What's up, Max? Hello, friends. Just got back from Nightmare Alley watching this before I go back to my Pokemon gaming marathon.
Ooh, fun. Oh, if I shadow read Alf.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Melmacian
X-Malkian issue is awesome. Oh, I take your word
we
for
were
that.
watching 80s commercials video last night, and there
yeah.
was an Alf one for the
That's how we kicked it
plushies.
off. Let's see. Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 5. If you go back and watch Map My X, we actually mapped Volume 5. I said there's enough for 2. There is Volume 5 and a prelude to the massacre. If they decide to do X Factor in that format, or if they decide to make X Factor its own thing, then no. There's only enough room for 1. Yes, Mike Carey's Omnibus would be awesome. I love that stuff. Very underrated. Hardly hear anyone talk about it. It's hard picking just one. Been reading Lady Killer. Great book. Tomorrow I'll start a Planetary. Also great book. I Hate Fairyland. Is a lot of fun. Is on my TBR. Stray Dogs surprised me. Stray Dogs was awesome.
You were saying that would be a good adaptation to the screen.
Absolutely.
A good screen adaptation. And so cool. So, Debbie, you're suggesting I Hate Fairyland. I had put it up for a vote on a book club through Patreon. It didn't win, but I like Scotty Young's work and his humor. So that's one that I would like to read too.
He's a good dude. Does DC have an equivalent of the Epic? No, they started to, but the line was discontinued. Omar, have you asked about a Simpsons Omnibus yet?
Hey, Blue Sonic.
Blue Sonic, I have, buddy. We need a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Omnibus. Seriously, those comics are awesome. They're like Simpsons Dust EC comics. I feel like there's a bigger story pertaining to Alf here. There isn't. There's nothing. No, it's not.
Oh my gosh, how did it get started?
It was.
Well, James, you
definitely
it was an episode by sending in stuff.
It was an episode with me, Riley, and somebody else, and somebody said Alf. Yeah, it was. I can't remember. Don't forget to smash that like button. Yes, please. That really does help, especially with the way YouTube is right now and the whole algorithm being messed up. Thank you all. Where can you order the Boys Omnibus? You can order it from our sponsor here in America, cheapgraphicnovels.com. Your online home for books up to 50% off, Marvel, DC, or The Boys. There's a signed edition you can pre-order. There is the regular edition you can pre-order. And
I need to make a song for him.
I think Excalibur and The Boys goes up on Monday if you want to pre-order. That's cheapgraphicnovels.com. If it's your first time ordering, you tell them Near Me Condition sent you their way, and your next order ships free here in America.
Cheap graphic novels. They're not cheap, or not cheap in quality. Wait, they're cheap.
Oh my gosh.
Not in quality.
Stop it. You're digging a hole. My library recently got Hoopla, the comics era, and brother, that's awesome, man. That means you get like access to Saga. I heard Saga's on Hoopla. Saga 55. Frank Miller's Universe Spider-Man Omnibus and Wolverine Omnibus. Also, Frank Miller, are there any good? Wolverine Omnibus, yes.
Going so fast.
Do not. I do that to you. Do not do that to me.
Is the library open today?
Both of them are.
Please.
Both of them are really good, but Wolverine is so much better.
Ooh, Rick Gears making delicious chicken bacon ranch pizza. You are good luck. Or maybe I should just give Melanie all the credit.
Give her all the credit. Come on.
Oh, thank you, Mega Shrimpster. Yes, there'll be a book club in February. And if yes, how would you go about it if you want to take part?
Mega Shrimpster.
Oh, thank you. You a new Spooey channel. On the $7.77 engagement tier, next month we'll put up a poll for which books to read for, or which book of the month to read for the book club to, just to get together in a Zoom meeting and talk about it. And you guys are smart and point out things that I don't notice. And that's why I like book clubs, is everybody feeding off of each other. And it really adds to the experience of reading.
Love the jingle.
Yeah, there we go. I'll tweak it.
Here, let me see this. Hard pass for X Factor 1986 series. Just focus on pumping out the rest of PAD run. Cody, we want it all. That's all I'll say. Omar, what's the schedule for this week? Did I miss it? No, you didn't. Tomorrow is my top 10. Suggested buys, essential buys, must reads for the month of February. I'm going to try to sneak in the Absolute Kirby book in there. Monday is the kickoff, and it's going to take a while. It's going to be probably 5 or 6 parts, much like X-Men. The Superman reading order kicks off on Monday. Knock on wood. I'm feeling a lot better, getting my voice back, and have just been cranking out reading that stuff. Tuesday's the Marvel trades. Wednesday is the Flash Omnibus Volume 3 overview. Try to get in another book in there. I can't remember what else I'm getting in, though. Thursday is the 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live is the Marvel May solicitations. Tuesday, I'm in very early in the morning. I'm also announcing one more Marvel Omnibus, a new one. It's Star Wars related. Friday is a Marvel Omnibus. I think Excalibur Volume 2. Saturday, you're back here with us. Thank you for asking.
You better be back here.
Hey, Middle West is so good. You weren't ready. Heartwarming story, and it gets you, right? Yeah, Middle West is excellent. Such a good read.
We need an Epic Collection reprint.
Okay, I thought about that. I've been talking to Luis and James, and I'm going to loop Chris in, about doing a reprint of Epics and DC Omnis, even though nobody at DC ever gets back to me. We'll see what happens, Do
you have any writer artist interviews planned for the year ahead? I don't care. I'm going to say, it's not going to jinx it. Elsa, I forgot how to say her last name. I love her. Chartier is reached out and asked if I could interview her Monday. So I was like, yes. And she, so we need to set up a time. I haven't heard back from her yet. And so Monday, check out the channel and see if I'm interviewing Elsa, because she has an announcement. She said she's been working on something big. I'm so excited and so flattered. And as a side note, she said in the email, she was like, I can't explain now. I'm texting from my bike. I'm riding my bike. And I told her, I was like, she's Fiona Staples.
She's Fiona Staples.
She was riding her bike. Again, not Fiona Staples, the person that tricked us. And so I told her all about the story about Brian K. Vaughan yelling at us because we announced Saga coming back, which he did. But completely understandable. He definitely should have yelled at us. The end.
That was the
I trust it's Elsa.
Maybe Mark Silvestri if I can ever get
so,
our schedules together.
Check it out. I'm really excited.
Okay.
Just don't know the time yet.
I just threw Mark Silvestri, my favorite comic book artist, in there amongst your Elsa.
I wasn't
Staples.
done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, now Mark Silvestri, go ahead.
All right. Some guy named Mark Silvestri.
Okay.
Maybe. Favorite color is Paul Mounts or Steve Olive. Those are my favorite colors. Joe Rosas. Every time Astonishing Melanie sings a jingle, I can see sponsors saying, well, that was money well spent.
Actually, that jingle was something my daughter made up. Just different
Omar,
words.
could you ask David to reprint X-Men Supernovas OHC to expand it, included Blinded by the Light? How about we get an omnibus instead, buddy? How about let's just go ahead and make it an omnibus. Wait, Jeff Sutter gave us a super chat. He's asking if we saw it. I don't think. Did you see it?
Well, that's what I was. Okay, here's Jack Berry. Who'd you say?
Jeff Sutter.
Okay, I'll look for it, Jeff. Or put it in all caps and we'll catch it. Thank you, Jack. Omar, do you know if Dark Horse will ever reprint the hardcover of Miller and Darrow's Hard Boiled?
Right now, there's a couple things that Diamond has on their page. I don't trust that, and so I don't want to say. Hard Boiled is in there, but here's the thing. Diamond is also the people that had Harrow County in their catalog again, and East of West. And both of the times they've been wrong. Because I don't trust it when it's in the Diamond catalog. I only trust it when it's in the actual book catalog. And even then, things might still change and get jinxed and unfortunately canceled. So you got to be really careful when it's in a Diamond catalog. I want to say there's a strong chance as they still have the rights to print Frank Miller stuff. So perhaps.
Hey, and also Elsa has a terrific YouTube channel.
She breaks down comic art
down at the bottom. Friends of Near Mint Condition. You can find her channel.
So does Josh Greathouse. He breaks down comic book art.
It's at the panel. Actually, it's right after Near Mint Collective, the sister channel. If you go down to the bottom of her page.
Yeah, he's also another dude that can break down comic book art. He's a smart guy.
Break it on down. Thanks, Josh.
Hey, I just talked about you. I didn't know you were here. How are you, man?
Okay, I'm waiting for it. You said Jeff?
Jeff Sutter. Here,
okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Is there any good slice of life comic turned into an Omni?
Strangers in Paradise. Check out Strangers in Paradise if you've not read it. To me, that's the most manga you could get without being manga. Like it was like the first.
Oh, there we go. And I did even read it. Thank you, Jeff, for the super chat and the kudos to Read Comics too. Great customer service.
And they're out of the UK. Now we just need somebody from Canada. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
That would be great. Because so many people have to pay a lot of shipping in Canada.
Omar, did you receive your Fantastic Four and X-Men Volume 1 Omni reprints? You going to go with him? Okay. Have fun, dude.
Who is? Oh, Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bye.
A combination of FF Volume 1 and Volume 1, Doctor Strange Volume 1, but I'm waiting to see your reviews and overviews. Thank you, Jacob. No, I don't think I did, but I'm going to ask if they're coming, okay?
Thank you, New Speed Channel. Yeah, the Near Mint Collective had their first live stream this week, so you can go check that out. It was Thursday evening with Tina and Rob and Andrew and Dan.
And Maddie.
Mm-hmm. Dan wasn't there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You got it right. That's all the people.
And
Trouble is not a slice of anything.
Lionheart said that was saying that something about Rob and Street Fighter.
Was he challenging
you? Beating you.
Okay, but okay. Let me tell you something. Rob may be able to beat me in Street Fighter, but he cannot take me at King of Fighters. I'll destroy Rob all day, every day, in front of his kids, in front of his wife, in front of his mom.
What?
That is a lot more threatening.
Hi, Omar and Melanie. I'm curious. Do epics affect the chances for Omnis?
Nope.
Since we're seeing multiple Ultimate Universe Omnis, could we expect Ultimate Fantastic Four?
Not at all. One thing does not affect the other. A lot of people thought that at first, but no. Marvel has released an omnibus and the epic collection of the same material in 1 year's time.
Which Jeff Johns Superman story, other than Secret Origin, is your fave?
Brainiac.
Up and Away, Brainiac, Superman and the Legion, or New Krypton?
Brainiac.
There you go.
There is a moment in Brainiac towards the very end where Ma Kent says, "No, we do not fly." Oh man, that was rough. That was
manly
rough.
Sweat.
That was my manly eye sweat, man. That was rough. That was, oh my god, that was a beautiful.
I like King of Fighters better than Street Fighter.
Yeah, what is wrong with you,
like
Josh? What do you mean nobody plays King of Fighters?
It's pretty. Derek saying, except for the Wednesday comics, does DC have books and formats larger than Absolutes? Marvel has artist and gallery editions, aside from the defunct Adamantium and Platinum editions.
They have the tabloid books, but I don't think they're bigger than Absolute formats. They're just in a different format.
What's your crew in King of Fighters?
Terry Bogard, Kyo Kusanagi, Leona.
Two out of those are mine. Two out of those three. Leona and Terry.
And then I got an all-girl team of Mature, Vice, and Mai Shiranui. Come on. What guy doesn't play with Mai Shiranui? Because of the fan.
Because, I really like her too.
She's got a big fan.
She's cute. And also
That's
like
not the way I would describe her.
Athena. Athena.
Her name is Athena, but yes, they call her Athena.
Just
Man,
because
Josh, I like that.
I like the characters that are quick and jump high, and I could just scurry around trying to get out of the way and then get a hit in. No my, no buy.
Exactly. What man doesn't play with my Shiranui? Because we're fan. Hey, come on. Oh, dude.
Quoting Terry. Okay.
Dude, Robert every time I see, I don't know if he's still in the chat, Roberto Rodriguez, I always think of saying his name like Robert Garcia.
Oh, yeah. I'm not good at them either. I'm not good at fighting games. Where's a good place to start reading Fantastic Four?
I actually have a video of where to start reading Fantastic Four. I've been doing those once a month, where to start reading, like good jumping on points for certain characters or teams. But for me, there's several stories with the FF. Right off the top of my head, Jonathan Hickman's run, John Byrne's run, the classic Stan Lee, Jack Kirby run. There's a really fun Walter Simonson story called All New Fantastic Four. Yes, nice set of fans.
Any chance of Marvel's New Universe trades?
I don't know. That particular era of Marvel seems to be forgotten. Let's get an Nth Man trade, and then we can talk about New Universe. Loved your channel. You're the reason I've gotten back into comics after a long hiatus.
Good.
Well, man, I'm glad to have you back here. I'm glad you're back. Reading comics is the important thing. Never stop reading. Never stop not stopping. Tom King needs to do an ongoing series. What's up, buddy? Preferably a character no one cares about, so it won't be judged until it's done and can be fully appreciated as a whole. Yeah, sure. He can take over Squirrel Girl. Does anybody care about Squirrel Girl? No, Alan Moore will do. Alan Moore can do Squirrel Girl.
Good morning. Just wondering if there will be a Street Fighter 4 Volume 2 at all. I know that there's a Street Fighter 5 Volume 1. Just trying to collect all the Street Fighter hardcovers before I start reading them.
I think they were done with that particular era of Street Fighter. So I think they moved on to Street Fighter 5.
I'm torn on whether or not to get the Silver Age X-Men Omnis. I'm not huge on that era personally, but I'm in the process of getting all the Claremont X-Men in Omni format, and I'm a completist.
As a completist, you've already answered your question. You're going to get them. As somebody that doesn't like that era, that X-Men is some of the worst of that era. And I love X-Men. But as far as the writing and the characters, it's not until Volume 2 that, you actually see some Roy Thomas, some Neil Adams on artwork, some Steranko in there. But even then, they're not that great.
Eclipse. How are you doing, Eclipse? I'd say that the comfort of your bed or the living room would be a good place to start reading some for.
I've heard page 1.
Francisco saying that I can't wait for you to read the new Flash series. I think you'll love it.
Really? Okay. I'll check it out, man.
Any plans on interviewing the kayfabe cartoonist guys on your channel?
I can get Piskar and I were talking last year, but he got busy, and yeah, he has a great channel. I'd like to do that. That would be a fun collab because he breaks down art and story arcs, and he gets really. I love the way the guy talks too. He's the guy that did Grand Design for people that don't know, and I think his co-host is the one that's working on. Is it an Incredible Hulk Grand Design? I think.
Oh, cool. Hey, Quarky, it's nice to see you too again. Rough week. Rest in peace, Jean-Claude Miseris.
Yeah, he's the gentleman that did Valerian. He passed away this past week.
Oh,
really sucks. He's a phenomenal artist. Remind me a lot of Mobius's artwork.
Do I ever feel Melanie? Do I ever feel disencouraged or maybe disengaged as a woman to love nerdy things like comics and video games that were always a boys' world? No. And just me personally, I grew up with more guy friends and like training the martial arts. It was a bunch of guys, and I never thought about it like really at all. The only time I think about it is when I'm hanging out with him and his two brothers. First of all, a huge factor is that they're brothers. They grew up together. I can't get it word in edgewise. And then secondly, I'm the only female that I'm like, hey, listen to me. I think one time I did yell in the driveway. I was like, I'm talking. But, and I'm not saying it's good or bad. Like, that's just how I grew up. That was just me. I just didn't think about it. So actually it is good. I'm glad I didn't feel not encouraged or disengaged. Yeah. Let's see.
I hope that answers your question.
Fighting Vipers is one of my favorite fighting games.
I like that. I like the dude with the hat and the girl with the rollerblades. They were. I think they also showed up in Fighters Mega Mix. Yeah.
Okay, so Ed Piskor is doing some covers, but not the writing for Hulk Grand
I thought Jim Rugg was doing
Jim
the Hulk.
Rugg has Hulk.
Yeah, isn't he on the channel too? I thought he was on the I'm sorry. I maybe the I'll be honest, I don't watch YouTube anymore, and like think one of the videos that somebody sent me had Jim Rugg in there with him. Yeah, you really should talk with Ed Piskor and Jim Rugg. I think they're it was great. Like just listening to. I think they talked about Akira. Maybe that's what they were doing. I can't remember.
Frederick, Omar, you made me spend so much money on nostalgia with LNT of Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah,
but
sorry about that.
this is probably the most beautiful book I've ever seen.
It is
Do you own a more impressive book? Wink.
I don't think so. I think that is the most, because I mean, it also holds a special place in my heart. It is the most beautiful presentation of that story. Like I did such a good job on that video. I made David Gabriel go out and buy it. He was like, "You made me spend money buying this stupid duck book I don't know anything about."
It's not stupid.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful, man. And yeah, I'm glad I could do it justice. And even the video doesn't do it justice how beautiful it is.
They're both on the channel.
Okay, they are.
We've read Rat Queens, and I
read more than
liked it. It started to like, I like the beginning better. I remember one part getting into it, and I'm like, it's still good. But yeah, I like the art. I like the silliness of the story. It was fun. So, Duck Comics, all that they're quacked up to be.
My dude Shauna never disappoints.
I would love an NMC comic tropes crossover. It would be awesomer than DC/Marvel, except for the JLA Avengers, of course.
I'll be honest. My brother actually watches comics tropes. Mm-hmm. I don't have the time. I wish I could, but I trust you all. You know, you all have told me who to. Whenever you send me a video, I try to watch it. Josh has sent me like 35 videos of this one guy, pretty much going saying the opposite of what I was saying about Dragon Ball Z. How about an interview with JR? I would love that.
That Josh was saying.
Yeah, Josh was saying that.
Yeah, Josh.
There was another question in here. Omar, with the X-Men OHC, will you be adding a reprint poll to this list? Do you want me to do that? Last time we snuck in Inferno and Fall of the Mutants. I can do that again. Bishop's Crossing, maybe? Yeah. Any solo X-Men outside of Wolvie and aside from Gambit with enough material for an omnibus? Yeah, of course. Rogue, Storm. I've had a lot of miniseries over the years, a lot of Marvel Comics Presents issues. I would love to see that. Honestly, just about every X-Men, right, has had a bunch of minis. Throw in some X-Men Origins in there. Throw some classic issues in there. But I think right off the top of my head, Rogue and Storm come to mind. Because Rogue had her own ongoing for a while. Who was it that worked on that? Was it not Frank Terry. Not Sean McKeever. Who was the other guy that worked on that? Oh my goodness. I'm drawing a blank. Frank Terry? Anyway, Magneto. Magneto had an ongoing and a really good, underrated ongoing by Cullen Bunn. Who else would I put? Apocalypse, just to see one of those.
Mojo? Mojo?
Who said Mojo? No.
And Tapslash said Jubilee Omnibus.
Go to Atit Patel. How's my buddy doing, man? Atit, how have you been, buddy? Hope you've been doing all right.
The Magneto
series is excellent and very underrated. Yes, he touches back on a lot of things that Claremont started, but I love the way that he handled it. I thought he did a really good job of not modernizing his story, but I think making it more relevant. Omar, I skimmed through Ecstatic, Silver Surfer, and Secret Wars and couldn't find any matches. Love the Patreon post.
So what he's referencing is the game on Patreon of the reprints that are coming out through the images that are really zoomed in.
Yeah. Don't give any hands.
They're really zoomed in.
That's a big hint.
What? Okay.
There's that face. There's that face she makes at me at least 5 times a day. 5 times a day. 5 times a day I see that face. Can somebody screen cap that or meme that, please? Because that's the face she gives me all the time. I'm so stupid. I'm like the stupidest man in the world.
Because I don't. Still, after all these years, I think you're being serious. That you're not dangling fruit for me to grab.
Baby, I dangle fruit all the time, and you take a bite. You're just like Eve. I'm the forbidden fruit, and you're Eve.
Okay, so let's see. Speaking of sexes, Bob said I asked because I felt that male nerds were always acting very condescending towards me and acting like there's no way I love those nerdy things like they do because I'm feminine or whatever. I'm so sorry to hear that. So I am very lucky that I didn't experience that. Man, That would suck.
I'll be honest. I'm going to use this term because my co-host, the Wonder Maddie, told me I do a lot of gatekeeping with her. Just
with Maddie?
To make her mad. Yeah. And she taught me that it was gatekeeping. I was like, what the heck is gatekeeping? Are you the key master if I'm the gatekeeper? I didn't know what the heck that term was. And I was like, oh, that's what. And it's not just, I mean, it's nerds in general doing that to anybody. It's not just you. Probably you because you were female, but old nerds do it to young nerds.
Oh, I do it to other. They might be Giants fans.
See what I mean?
Concerts, these youngins, like, all going on about John Linnell and fangirling out, and I'm like, you don't love him like I love him. Hello.
So what I'm trying to say is no matter no matter what you're into, you're always gonna find people like that are like, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough. And I'm sorry it happened to you because you're a woman, right? And you saw that as an attack towards you. But people are like that no matter what. And I try not to be like that. I try not to be snotty and like. And sometimes I catch myself, I'm like, man, that sounds really condescending. Like, if you haven't read this, you're not a real... I try not to say, like, if you haven't read this... Okay, I haven't said that. But I think it comes. There are good people in this hobby. There are phenomenal, wonderful, loving people in this hobby. And unfortunately, what happens, the older you get, the more bitter you get. The more, like... you're like, oh, comics back in my day were the best. The new comics suck. They're trying to push their... I don't know, sexual agenda, political agenda. What's the other thing that I learned what it was?
Oh, I don't know.
Identity oh my goodness, man. There's all these terms and I'm like, we are talking about people that can fly, right? And punch through walls. Are y'all even reading the same book I am? But anyway, no matter what, you're always going to find people that are going to be, that stuff is not good. You need to read Watchmen. Everything else sucks. And I'm sorry. I think I went on too long. No, it's
long. Okay. We've got some good comments, so let me read this question.
Okay.
Can I just ask, when is Fantastic Four Volume 1 of Lee and Kirby coming out with a new spine?
It's out already. The DM cover doesn't come out until this month, though. But the standard edition cover is out already. What's up, Carl? And there's my buddy Bob the Goon. I love that man.
Oh, big hint for the Patreon game. The pictures are from comics.
The pictures are from comics. They are.
And you deserve the face this time.
Really? I do? I deserve that face. I deserve that face.
Oh, Hannah, you don't go into comic shops anymore like that?
I'm sorry.
Like, because of what we were talking about?
You know what? Then this can be your comic shop. And I'm the comic book owner, and I'm going to tell you what to buy. You better be buying Reading X-Men, or you're out of my shop.
Remember that kid a few weeks ago? He was like, ask my dad. And he said, no. You said, you tell your dad, Uncanny Omar says buy it for you.
No, I said, put your dad on the phone. I'll call your dad.
And he did. I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Gatekeeping is not as fun as Ghostbusters make it look, guys. No, that's exactly what I thought of when I thought of that word.
Thanks, Tom.
You thought of me, Tom? Because I had the crown on for a little bit
earlier. Let's see. Gatekeeping is gross regardless of the medium or the reason. You should share what you love and want to see it thrive, not try to smother because you want to act like Gollum. I love Gollum. I want him as a pet.
I always think of like my friends and I liking indie music in the 90s and 80s. And as soon as it became popular, we're like, oh, they sold out. They're not as good as they used to be when they were independent music. And we used to find them underground. And, like, it
so
just.
I should take it back.
You grow out of that.
I'm glad other people like they might be giants.
You should be glad that other people listen to that crappy music to begin with.
It's like, don't steal my imaginary boyfriend. That's my gatekeeping.
Whereas me, I got to the age where I'm like, oh my God, Game of Thrones. Nobody's watching Game of Thrones season 1 except me. None of my friends were watching it. Nobody at work was watching it. When season 2 came out, more people started watching. By season 3, everybody was talking about it. And I'm not one of those people that was like, this isn't as good as when season 1 was out because I was the only one. No, I like it because it means we're going to get more. So everybody, like, that's the whole reason I started this channel. I want to talk about the books that I love, and I want other people to experience it and maybe find the beauty in these things that I did. Not, this book is so good, I'm going to keep it hidden. The only thing I should have kept hidden was my freaking secret Ollie stash that everybody shares these days. You guys are killing me. I can't find anything good at Ollie's.
It might be Giants Live. Well, it was probably a couple of years before the pandemic, I'd say. Man, such good concerts. Oh, such good shows. And Hannah's saying, yeah, that's the reason why.
I'm sorry.
Man, we're gonna call the dads of the people in the comic shop. That's what we're gonna do.
What? I ain't calling no comic shop. Sin City Deluxe Overview Volume 2 and 3 will be together for whoever was asking that. I wonder if actually gatekeepers gatekeep when it comes to gatekeeping.
Ooh, I bet you it gets meta.
Or what if you are
mirror reflecting a mirror reflecting a mirror?
What if that is your position in life? Like you are a gatekeeper, like you have a gate that you have to keep, and that's your job.
Like never-ending story gatekeepers with the Southern oracles.
Oracles, right?
The whole gatekeeping thing is basically the adult equivalent of a kid saying, "This dinosaur is the best dinosaur."
I guess, yeah. Like, but I mean, come on.
Wow, Mega Shrimpster lives
T-Rex?
in a city called Vesteras. Is that how you say it? I can't remember.
Vesteras, yeah.
That's cool.
Nothing good at Ollie's. It's all X-Men books. Omar hates X-Men. You heard it here. No, nothing good that people leave me. I made the mistake of doing a freaking video 3 years ago on Ollie's, and now everybody goes to Ollie's, and I can't find anything for myself anymore. Best deal I ever had, though, was when Amanda bought that Oz Omnibus for $7 because they couldn't find a price. So they gave her the price that the skinny trades went for. I was like, wow.
What panels was I talking about? Omar, go do something else for a second.
No.
What panels?
The panels in the Guess the Game.
Oh! Oh, I love the first one. It's a good moment in that story.
Can I see this for a second, baby?
Yeah.
Let me keep up. All right. I got Oz by Scotty Young Omni for 20 at Ollie's and Bendis Guardians of the Galaxy for 40.
Game of Thrones.
They will have the same old crap for months at a time, but once in a while you can score. Honestly, I haven't been in so long just because. Breaking news: Omar's gatekeeping when it comes to dinosaurs. Yeah, I mean, if you like anything outside of the T-Rex,
the Brontosaurus.
It's not even a real dinosaur. Omar, my giveaway prices arrived this week. I was just wondering if the winners are supposed to help out with postage price. I was a bit worried when I saw the cost, and I was worried. No, my dude, that's showing my love.
And super chats help.
And the super chats help during that time, so all of that goes towards helping for shipping. It's my way of paying it forward. Now that means you got to go and do something nice, Rory. You got to go mow the lawn. I don't know how old you are. Why did I say mow the lawn?
Are you thinking of that YouTube channel where the guy mows the lawns for free?
Yeah, go mow your old lady neighbor's lawn. You pass the love on, man. Pass the love on. Buy the Starbucks people their drink. Remember, I wanted to do a pay it backwards movement.
Yeah, charge the person.
Y'all know this pay it forward movement. Like I was tired of hearing about it. Like the people in front of you buy your drink at Starbucks. You're like, oh, what a surprise!
Or anywhere,
right? Starbucks made it really popular. Well, I wanted to do a pay it backwards movement where I'm sitting in the front, like when they're like, hey, your total $17.55. Hi, I'm starting a pay it backwards movement. The people behind me are paying for my stuff. Have a good day. That's my movement. Keep it up, Omar. Keep it 100%, Omar. Your passion and knowledge keeps us coming back. Many new reads I found to you, like Jeff Johns and Blade of the Immortal. I'm just glad you're enjoying those. Any favorite storylines other than Dark Avengers from the Dark Reign era at Marvel? Dark Reign list one-shots. The Elektra stuff was really solid. Best dinosaurs, Grimlock, hence the T-Rex comment. All other answers are incorrect. Stop gatekeeping Ollie's. Comic geeks were afraid of girls like in Big Bang. That's also true. I remember working at a comic shop. Like once a week we would have a girl just randomly show up with her friend, and I was like, oh man, you are in dangerous territory. All the magic guys started like standing up straight, chest out, like talking like
not sitting straight.
It was interesting. It is like the freaking animal kingdom when a female comes into a place like that and everybody starts ruffling their feathers. And I was just like, how you doing, ma'am? What can I help you with?
In the animal kingdom, though, the males are usually the more colorful ones, and
we need the color.
That like, you know what I'm saying?
To get the females' attention, we need the color.
I got Fable Selects 15 at Ollie's. That's a $150 book now.
That's a good find.
Next Judge Dredd video.
In February when I get them unboxed, man. Super Smile Hard is what I called him. I was like, give shout out to Super Smile Hard for doing this hard labor of love that took him hours to do, and I can't even get his freaking name right. Sorry about that, man.
If gatekeeping sucks, why is Omar gatekeeping my Bagley on me?
I'm not keeping anything. I want that to come out. Oh, look at that. You got a fellow
I saw TMBG on New Year's Eve. 1993. Oh, that must have been so fun. Do they have that rain stick, that huge stick that the boom stick or whatever, they bounce on the stage? I know that's a thing. I've seen videos.
Omar's indie bands in the 80s he loved was Stan. I went to see Stan Bush at concert. Yes, I did.
Oh, wait, but you didn't read the rest. Then Transformers the movie came out. And
Stan Bush, what a sellout. What a sellout.
He also sold out to Sailor Moon.
He was also going to do he did the sound or one of the songs in Cobra, the movie with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good fit.
Omar, please announce an Annihilation Conquest Complete Collection. Were they sold? Are those out of print? Melanie, I need to know what pushed you to buy a $100 can.
Probably 3 years at the Renaissance Fair, I wanted one, and I was like, because I was like, where am I gonna wear it? And now I had a place to wear it. It's the only place I wear it is here on the chat, so I bought it.
So
I love it.
Treat yourself.
So
treat yourself. Rory saying, can't mow the lawn, Omar. I have hay fever. My books are great, by the way. Finished Stray Dogs last night. 10 out of 10. I'm glad you enjoyed that, buddy. Got Absolute Fourth World this week. Definitely the most well put together collected edition I own. It is a beautiful book.
What about Pay It Sideways?
Gift a DC comic to a Marvel fan.
Marvel comic
that's a good idea.
Fan, or any comic to mainstream reader, and vice versa. Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Legit. It wasn't like a joke. It's a legit suggestion.
Finished Once and Future, and now, wow, what an awesome, fun read. It was a lot of fun. How come Marvel never sends artist editions for preview? Probably because they're expensive, and I think IDW publishes those. But comic stores are supposedly being gate kept. There's a guy outside a door only letting guys in.
Hey, Roberto Rodriguez, that's a good point. Heels were originally used by men. At least that's what I've heard.
Really?
Read. Yeah. So
I like that you just threw that in there, Roberto Rodriguez. Like you were like, I'm gonna impress everybody today by letting everybody know that heels were originally used by men. Personally,
you, Jack.
I think if Marvel decides to reprint Wade's FF Fantastic Four, it should include the antithesis storyline he did with Neil Adams. Your thoughts? Sure. But it was a short, but that's available. Isn't it available in gallery format too? Antithesis. That's how you say it. Antithesis. Because I was sitting there one day going antithesis.
I should wear it to school one day. Maybe
you should. You are queen in that classroom.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Al Ewing wrote Judge Dredd. Oh, when is that? Have you read the Camelot 3000 Deluxe Edition? It is out of print. I found mine at actually Ollie's a few years ago. This is your 5-minute warning. We have 5 minutes left of this show. I missed the schedule. How many announcements this week? Probably 2. Just need I got to get the covers from Marvel. So excited for a lot of those.
So listen, New Spooky Channel wants to be a friend on Patreon. Go sign up because there's reasonably priced tiers to fit your needs of $1, $5, $7.77, and $10 you get your name on the end of videos, and $25 tier is currently sold out because that's the consultation tier, and people like talking to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
And asking for advice.
I do. We talk about all kinds of things.
Advice about how to paint your room. Advice about the stock market.
What kind of color shirt you should be wearing with the kind of jeans you need to be wearing. We talk about everything.
What about a John Byrne interview coming up?
Oh, man. I'd love to have. John Byrne is like my angry old neighbor, and I'd get along with those people. Once we break that shell, yeah, man, it's a... But you know what? John Byrne, ever since I was a kid, was an angry old man. Like, I remember him, best thing I ever seen anybody do. If I thought it was funny as a kid. He was signing comics, and the kid in front of me made the mistake of giving John Byrne comics that John Byrne didn't do. So he's signing them going, kid's like, I love your work. You know, he's a little kid. He was probably like 10. And I was like 12, 13.
See, that sounds like something I would
John
do.
Byrne's like, signing. He's like, not me. He threw it on the floor.
Oh, my gosh,
He's like, he did it 3 times. He said, not me. Threw it on the floor, and I was like,
maybe he's being funny,
he's
like
like
funny,
the
but it's not coming across.
The soup Nazi on Seinfeld. No signing for you.
Oh, my ear.
Get out.
And correction, Stan Bush is not part of the Cobra soundtrack. It was John Cafferty and Beaver Brown.
Didn't he do a song in the Cobra soundtrack, though?
Have you read Camelot 3000?
I did, yeah.
Oh, did you already answer this question?
Mm-hmm. It won't get a reprint, I don't think, or at least I haven't heard of one.
Thank you guys so much.
John Byrne is that guy that thanked Melanie for teaching you English. It was my racist old neighbor that thanked Melanie for teaching me. She's like, he does such a good job speaking English. She taught him well. Like, did she think I was a mail away husband?
Thank you, guys.
Geek and Geekette, you're uncanny and astonishing. Oh, I'd love to interview Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends. 2 hours have passed so quickly. You're right. How did that happen? Good on Byrne for not signing something that's not his. Not only did he not sign it, he threw it on the floor, and I thought that was so funny enough. It made me triple check my books. I'm like, yeah, that's John Byrne for sure. That's John Byrne. I don't want him to throw my X-Men on the floor.
Sounds like something Vasquez would do as well.
Vasquez, is that the guy that did Invader Zim? I think that is, right? We need a Walter Simonson interview. I want Walter Simonson and Wheezy to come in. I'd love to interview both of them.
Ladies Man was talking about this earlier. Black Cat Mary Jane.
Is that the one where we talk about the dump truck booty?
Dump truck.
I've seen that thing.
Doesn't sound appealing at all.
Let me tell you something. I'm Latino.
Dump
It sounds
truck,
very
dude.
appealing.
It's
Okay.
a dump truck.
What do you think of? This is the morning show.
I completely understand. I'm just saying. There could be another way to describe it that's like objectively more appealing.
Stan Bush won an Emmy for the Guiding Light soap opera. They used one of his songs, and it was in the license to them, and found out after the fact that he won. That's awesome.
Oh man, I am cold. Okay, how many more questions?
Three more. But I wanted to go back to this really quick.
Super chat.
Someone ought to do a video of Byrne throwing stuff on the ground. Track Lonely Island threw it on the ground.
That's not my comic.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Have you asked them? No, I need a PR person. You're hired, Josh. Email me. I'll email you. We'll talk. You're my new PR person.
Oh, I used to be.
They should send you the most expensive stuff for review. Artist Editions box sets. Look how many Uncle Scrooge books you sold. Oh, thank you. I never. How do I put it? I don't like to press my luck. Like, I'm okay with them sending whatever. And then sometimes I'm like, hey, am I going to get a copy of this because people want to see it? And then sometimes they'll send it to me. Sometimes I got to pay out of pocket. Nice live show. It's always a good to kick off the weekend. Have a good one, you guys. You have a good one, my brother. Theos Carlones, thanks for another great show. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Thank you. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to finish it with this. All right. So
it's off the wall.
All right.
Here.
Secrets out of the bag. We are moving.
So, you're actually telling?
I'm going to tell you all because I love you all. We are moving.
Oh my gosh.
7 years in the making. We're finally moving to a new house. It's been horrible.
So this is off the wall. So
I finally got this wonderful painting, or this Adam Hughes. Oh man, I finally got that. I got to see a lot of the stuff. You all could see. I shared it on the Ask Me Anything. Like the way this room looks is insane. It doesn't look like anything of my room tour.
And the video I made, we packed up the book. What's it called? The thing you set the book on.
Oh, the book holder.
The book holder. So the book, the moonlight's like this wide open because we don't have a book holder for it. I can't read Gerber's Howard the Duck because it's packed up. I can't.
My Superman reading order.
What's a Future King because it's packed up.
I can't kick off a crisis because I got it packed up. So I'm like, well, I gotta say something else.
It's gonna be a month.
Yeah, it'll be about a month before I get all that stuff out. So
we're just maybe like 15 minutes down the road.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
A bigger basement, a bigger YouTube studio.
Yeah, I finally get
we can sit farther away from the bookshelf.
It's just one of these things that we've been wanting to do for 7 years, and
we've been saving for 7 years.
We finally got to do it, and
no, maybe strips, or it's okay.
It's okay, buddy. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to let you all know we love you all. That's why. That's the reason why you haven't seen two videos a day. You haven't seen like a lot of these like
no book club
hidden gems because we've been busy packing. Because let me tell you something: when you own as many books over 16 years of living here, and you just accumulated so much crap,
and we did have to rush packing because
we had to sell our home
on a house. We were like, we love this house. This is the one we want, and then we had to sell this home. So in 2 weeks, we tried maybe a week and a half. I don't know. It was an insane whirlwind. And one more thing, the person buying it from us loves the collection.
Yeah, we could have kept the collection here because she was like, "Oh my god!" And she watches our channel now.
So shout out to you. I won't say your name. And my neighbor Totoro mural that's in the girls' room, she's gonna keep. She loves it, and it was it's just amazing. So
gonna stop buying books? No, just because I complain about how heavy these things are doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing it. Because I also have to, keep books aside that I'm currently reading and things like that. So we're very grateful and I just wanted to share with you all why, you might have seen us things slow down a little bit on the channel.
So
and on top of that, we got
clips,
sick for a week.
Yeah.
Which was
we made
horrible.
Clips of we shot clips, recorded clips of us packing up. So we're gonna put that together as a video.
Fraser loves my nails. Thank you, Fraser.
Thanks.
But on that note, that's how we're gonna end on the invest on a forklift, dude. Let me tell you something. Books get heavy. So I showed how I pack my books, and everybody's different, of course. And just
remember how
clips.
you always gave advice to people moving to go to comic book shops to get those boxes?
Yep.
Did we? No.
Nope, because diamond boxes only come in like we had to go to U-Haul and get actual book boxes or small boxes. But anyway, everyone have a wonderful weekend. Stay healthy, stay safe out there, please. Is the P.O. box staying the same? P.O. box is staying the same because my wife teaches here. My kids go to school here, 15 minutes away. It gives me a reason to get out of the house too. And everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love, everyone. Psych!
Okay.
We're still here. Now, everybody, have a wonderful day.
Stay busy.
Hey, Bavarian Rev. I hope you've been doing well. Okay, now I'm just kidding. I came here to say bye to Bavarian Rev. That's why.
Okay.
Now we're leaving. Have a